Did you guys want to
Okay.
go for the full night's sleep? Because if you guys get 8 hours of sleep, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, that puts it 2 in the afternoon. You can go
Yeah,
for
I'll
less.
give myself I'll give myself the halfling full night sleep, so I'll give myself like 12 because we haven't agreed on anything. We haven't nothing.
Very
We need
true.
to
Yes.
finish our jobs, so I will give myself nice 12 hours of sleep, and then I'll go to directly to infirmary to check what's my how do you call it? Um, what's my pay for doing service to the town?
Oh, for that, the captain is the one, or basically, it's one of the foot soldiers who speaks to you. And he lets you know. So, well, listen, the captain isn't in right now, but I'm sure you can discuss that with him when he gets back. He should be back. Well, actually, he's over at the stables right now. If you want to catch him, you might be able to. I don't think they've ridden out just yet. They're
Uh-huh.
running.
Yeah, no, you would look down. What do you see? Short legs. I'm not chasing Captain, who's probably already in the stables. Just leave him a message that I've been here and I'm the guy who cut out the crow out of the dead body and made the town avoid a massacre. I'll be in Four Corners Inn and I'm putting everything on your tab.
Oh, I'll
And I
let
and
him
I
know.
smile. I smile, of course.
Okay, sure. I'll be sure to let him know. Good day.
Cool. Same to you. What time is it?
If you said you wanted to take 12 hours.
I'm asking the person.
Oh, well, it depends on how long you slept.
At least 12.
At least 12. So that would it's probably somewhere around 5 in the afternoon.
Cool. Time for donuts.
Yes,
I
so
might change it.
early supper if you
I'll
would
go.
like.
I'll go to Four Corners. I'll order myself a big plate of fruit dumplings, and I'll stay there till something happens.
Okay, so
Whatever.
we're gonna do a little time catch up for everyone else because they probably did not sleep as late as you did.
No
So
problem.
you've got
I
like
just
a.
wanted to get myself handled, so now you got all the time you need for the other two guys.
Oh, you're cool. All right, so you guys got about 4 hours on Yannick. So assuming you guys go for the full 8 hours of sleep to recover that 1 point of fatigue, you guys are up around 2 in the afternoon. Um,
Mhm.
I don't remember what part of town you live in, Dan, but I'm assuming Derek is staying in the Four
The
Corners.
south part.
That's right.
I live in the south part of town.
Okay. So you get to Four Corners, and you see. I'm assuming Derek, you're chilling out at the Four Corners for now.
Sonic Cup.
Yeah, that's where I'm sleeping.
Okay.
The Sonic Cup.
So
Um, is that the tallest building in town? Yes.
uh, it is one of the biggest buildings in town, and it is one of the tallest buildings. It is not the tallest. The tallest buildings in town are the infirmary towers.
Okay.
And I really wouldn't go so far as to call them buildings. Really, they're not very large at all. They're more like I said, the infirmary is sort of like, imagine like a small fortress, small little fort within the town.
Uh, okay. I just need I need elevation is what I'm looking for. So after I get up, I'm gonna shoot for the tallest whatever. So if it's the infirmary towers, that's cool. Uh, good night. Get up to the top and get get my bearings. See what I can see from up there. As far
Okay.
as what's outside of town, what goes where and everything, and just in general, just kind of sketch it down, keep it in the head where we're at in relation to as much stuff as I can see.
Okay, so you get a quick bird's eye view of everything. You can see the town seems to be doing the movement of everybody. Sorry. Um, it's not quite as busy as it should be at this point, at this time of day, but you got to keep in mind you can still see the large crowds of people. You can see over by the stables. There's quite a crowd over there gathered, and it looks like they're heading back in after searching. There's probably about maybe 100 people or so, led by a
With
few
the stables?
soldiers. Yeah. You can see, since you're at the infirmary, there does seem to be a lot of... Sorry, cat just walked in my house.
A cat?
We are not feeding that cat.
That's always the first response. Can I just give it some?
know.
Can I give it some cheese?
Yeah, go ahead, just outside. Sorry. Anyway, there seems to be a lot of traffic going in and out of the infirmary. Make a perception check for me. Oh, Derek.
Damn. That's hard to happen, but that happened.
Yeah.
Apparently, I was looking over there.
You see, like I said, you see a lot of traffic coming in and out of the infirmary, but you're also getting distracted by a lot of other things going on in the streets and stuff. So
I'm still a little sleepy, a little groggy.
all right, so you've gotten a good perspective of the city from what you can see as the highest viewpoint.
Are they still out at the stables? Or are they coming back in from the
It
stables?
looks like they're coming back in from town. In fact, as you were watching, you could see them traveling down the street, making
Is
their way.
is there still hubbub going on at the cemetery like before we went to bed?
No, there's not. There's not all. I mean, there's a little bit of commotion going on over there, but there's not a whole lot. There's a lot of commotion going on over here as they're attempting to rebuild the fence, and you can notice that the large party are coming in this road, and they came down here, made their way here, made their way past the infirmary as they made their way back to the barn. There's roughly about 100 people or so, and you notice that they kind of build up people as they go back to the barn.
Okay.
But like I said, there is a lot of traffic going in and out of the infirmary as well. But you seem a little distracted and you don't quite catch what's going on.
Alright, so... Well, let's figure out what the hell's going on now. Now that I've kind of got the lay of the land and have a feel of where I'm at, let's see what's happening around us. I don't know, Dan, you got anything pressing going on? Because I particularly don't, so... I mean, I can fluff this, but I don't have a whole lot happening.
Who exactly has the two... Okay, I think, if I remember right, one of the goblin captives is in the infirmary, and the other one's with us.
Correct.
Who officially has the other one?
That was Grok, but I'm going to assume
Yeah.
Grok gave you guys access to this little goblin. He's probably maybe keeping him locked up in his room, tied up, something. You know what? No, we'll make it easy. He is at the four corners in the basement still. That's where he checked him back in and tied him up.
Okay.
He's keeping him chained to one of the posts in the basement of Four Corners. So you guys do have access to this guy.
Yeah.
As well as the other one who's being kept in the infirmary.
Yeah. Now, these goblins are native, right?
Correct.
Part of a crab clan, right?
One was part of the Crow clan, and the other one was... Let me have to bring
Tiger?
up their...
Was it Tiger?
Tiger.
I have to bring up their characters. I have them on the characters page. Because they were both of separate clans. One was of the Crow. Panther, I think. I think it was Panther.
Panther, that's what it was.
I do believe it was Panther. Yeah, that sounds right.
I knew it was a cat.
We'll go with Panther. I'm pretty sure it was Panther. Is that me or you guys making the ring?
That was me. That
Okay,
last
cool.
one was
I just
me.
want to make
Sorry.
sure my computer's not making noises trying to alert me of something that I don't know what's going on.
No, I had to deposit something before I forgot.
Cool. All right.
You're fine, Alex. You're fine. Just your kids are a little annoying.
Okay.
Cool. Yannick.
I'm going to call in a favor. I have a street alley thief that I have a favor.
That's right. Yep.
I think I'm going to call him on and tell him that I'm going to release a goblin, and I want him to shadow this goblin and try to figure out where he's going.
Okay. All right.
I haven't done it yet. I'm going to tell him there's going to be a goblin that's going to be released from the infirmary soon, and I want you to shadow him down and figure out where he went.
Okay. Good deal. All right. Is that a contact or is that an ally? That's a contact, right?
No, this one is a favor.
Oh, that's right. It's a one-shot
street
thing.
alley.
That's right. Gotcha. Okay. Cool. All right. So you get in touch with him. Maybe you head out to where he's at. You manage to find him, track him down, and
Yeah.
you describe the goblin to him, tell him where he's going to be at. He goes, "Oh, okay. I think I could do that if he hasn't already been." Well, no. You said he's in the infirmary, right? Getting him out might be hard. You
Yeah.
can get him released, right?
Yeah, I'll get him released. He'll
Okay.
be okay. What was it? The one in the infirmary? That's the Panther, the Panther clan,
Correct. Right.
right? Yes.
The one you guys have in the basement is the Crow.
Is the Crow? Yeah. So I'm going to tell him that he's going to be of a Panther clan, and he should have body tats of a panther. Help zone him down on the goblin and.
That should be fairly
Okay.
easy. There won't be
Well-
very many goblins running around the streets here lately, so it shouldn't be too difficult to
Yeah.
follow.
Cool beans.
And then we're clear, right? We're
Well,
even.
I guess I'm. Yes.
All right. I can do this. You see him grab his cloak and...
Meet me back at the. Meet me back at the Four Corners when you figure out where he goes.
All right. I can do that. You see he grabs his cloak and grabs a few things and pockets and stuff in his little pouch. And says, all right, I'll catch up with you. And he places a hat on his head before he walks out. You see him walking down the street,
Okay.
heading towards the infirmary. Derek, you head back to the Four Corners. Where are you heading to, Dan, afterwards?
Probably going to make a beeline to the infirmary.
Okay. All right. So, in fact, Derek is over there at the tower.
I'm still there. I know there's something I should be seeing here.
Gazing down in the streets is make a perception check. You might miss him as well.
Ah, sweet. No, I made it by 5.
You see Dan walking down the street. You see the streets are kind of clearing out as it starts to get early evening. And you're able to see him pretty easily walking your direction towards the infirmary.
Excuse me. I'm gonna head down and meet up with him as close to the bottom as I can.
Okay.
I don't know where he's going, but I'll meet him down there.
All right, so you guys meet down on,
Okay.
on the South Main Street.
Alright, so, what's on the agenda for tonight?
Tonight? I think it's still like right after lunch for us.
It's
Yeah.
mid-afternoon, probably about
Should be like
3-ish.
Yeah, like 3 maybe. Yeah. It's still 3 for us. Not
Right,
for the
sorry, yeah,
holiday.
you guys haven't quite caught up
Okay.
with Yannick yet. So
I'll tell you what.
Okay.
There was a lot of something going on last night while we were pulling all these crows over at the cemetery, but I never got a chance to go over there and see anything.
Okay.
I think it'd be worth a
Well,
walk over there just to see what happened.
yeah. Well, one thing I need to take care of this loose goblin. I follow my lead, and if you keep quiet, we might be able to get this pulled off, and we can find out where this goblin camp is that started this whole fiasco last night.
I'm good at keeping quiet.
just not very subtle.
Hey,
Subtle.
subtlety is a tool to be used at specific times.
So you guys find your way back into the infirmary. And Dan heads straight for, I'm assuming, the office, or at least the officer's quarters area.
That's where the goblin's being held.
Yeah, they have a small. Now they have a larger prisoner area, but they have a smaller quarters near the officer's quarters for interrogation purposes or high security type prisoners.
Wow.
And that's where this goblin's being kept. And there's 2 guards sitting outside of his door. And the place seems to be pretty busy. There's a lot of running around, people re-equipping and getting ready. They're getting ready to head out again. The first search party went out. They couldn't find anything. They didn't pick up any tracks. And you know what? Both of you now make a perception check now that you're actually walking around in the barracks of the officers' quarters.
I made mine by 1.
Okay,
Hold on, my roll didn't go through. What the hell?
I think it did. You got a 10.
Yeah, it did.
Oh,
You rolled a 10.
Yeah, you got a 10. It just didn't hit you first.
No, the 10 was the first one for me to see. Dan.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Huh. Well, I don't know. Wilco rolled as well. Anyway, regardless, you both made your perception checks.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Yeah, okay. They were just both 10s. I thought it carried over.
Oh, gotcha. From the last one. So you guys both make your perception checks, and one of the first things you notice is there's a lot of moving around, people moving through the hallways and stuff. A lot of armed men moving through the hallways and stuff as they move around. Some of them seem to be people who've come back from the search party. You can see they're covered in dirt and grime and snow.
Blood?
No blood, but you do notice quite a few of them are escorting goblins. And from the looks of it, Derek, both of you guys made it by what? By at least 2?
I made it by 5.
By 5?
I made it by 1.
Okay. You notice that some of these goblins, in fact, it looks like a large majority of these goblins are local goblins. You can see they're dressed nice, they're clean shaven. Not in all cases, but for the most part, they're speaking common tongue. Wondering why they're being rounded up, demanding to see the High Lord, and they're all being escorted to a massive down below where they're keeping. They have like a large cell. They're tossing them in.
What, Dan, what's your character's name, Dan? Wilco. Wilco, can you get the skinny on what they're dragging all these people in for?
Well, it's probably paranoia. Because of the whole thing that happened. All of the goblins are going to be rounded up as guilty by association, or guilty, not even by association, guilty due to race.
I could see that becoming
This
a
is
bit of a problem
quickly going
for
to
us.
become a concentration. This is quickly going to become a concentration camp. Well, anyways.
All right, so yeah, you make your way to the officers' barracks and the officers' offices, the area pretty easy. Not a whole lot of foot traffic around here. Like I said, there's 2 soldiers sitting outside the door of the little private cell where your guy's being kept at. You see both of them immediately sit up. Oh, uh, we didn't expect to see you back so soon. He's in his office if you want to talk to him, I think.
No, I need to take care of this witness.
Oh,
So
yeah,
I
he's in there if
kind of
you'd
walk
like to
past
speak
him
with him.
into the. Okay,
They don't
so I'll
stop you.
walk past him and get in.
They look a little flustered at first, and they
Okay.
go, okay. And they unlock the door and let you in. Just bang on the door when you're ready.
Okay.
And he closes the door behind you.
Well, I'm guessing
I'm gonna
he's.
stay outside.
You can go. You're welcome to go with you. You can keep in mind, since you're with Wilco.
I'll wait here.
Okay.
Okay.
You go in the room and you can
Okay.
see.
Well, yeah, I'll wait.
Oh no, I was gonna say it's a sparsely kept little room. It's very small, you know, like a little 6x4 room. It's almost like a little broom closet. There's a cot in the far corner and then a little pot, and that's pretty much it.
Mm-hmm.
And the door does have a little barred
Okay.
window, but there are little shutters on it if you'd like to close it. There's a little candle on the shelf on the wall by the door.
Okay. But okay, is the candle the only source of light?
Yes, the candle is the only source of light.
Ah, okay. Well, I'm gonna walk up to this goblin. Gonna pull off the one half of the good cop, bad cop routine with
Okay.
good cop, and use my interrogation. I guess that still goes. Good cop goes with interrogation, and say, well, your friend has helped us greatly with this finding these crows that have been in town as signals. They're like little signals to
Beacons.
bring in this monster. Beacons. They're bringing this monster.
At least I
Now,
was in here.
what can you tell me where?
Did they
What?
all? Did they all come, or was it just one?
Actually, I don't know because I didn't even deal with any. I only seen the aftermath of one and was ahead of the other ones.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't have a clue. And I'm going to say, yeah, we got them all before any of them were caught.
All of them.
All
What
of
do
them.
they? What do they intend on
And,
doing with me? I will help any way I can. Because I would just like to be released.
Well,
I'll help however I can. Just don't make them hang me.
we could work on for you. We could work on for you being released. Now you tell us where the main room, the main headquarters is for you guys in the city, and I'll get you a nice quick pony and a one-way ticket out of town.
We don't ever meet in town. I can
I'm
take
gonna roll
you.
I didn't roll my interrogation. Let me do that before I even.
Okay.
No, I made it by one.
Okay, I'm gonna
I'm
give
rolling
him a
good
will
this time.
check. Now he's gonna have some negatives on his will check because he's been locked up and he has been slightly mistreated already. It's like, well, we don't meet in town. I can tell you where we meet when we do meet, but it's nowhere in town. It's a little bit of a ride, a little bit of a walk. It's just a little outside town.
A little outside town. How many days outside town?
Oh, just an hour or two.
Hour or two. Okay. Now, when we're leaving this building, you're going to be handcuffed. But as soon as you're out of town, we'll we'll be a little bit more relaxed.
So if I show you where it's at, you'll release me.
You'll be good. We'll be square, and I don't want to see you in town anymore.
Oh, that's a promise. That's a promise. You see, he lifts up his hands. You can see he's showing you the shackles. Can we get these off at least?
Only outside of town.
Oh, okay. I mean, he seems a
Okay.
little jittery.
Well,
He
I
seems
guess
very
if-
excited now.
I guess I'm going to say kind of changes the situations with my favor a bit. We're going to keep you here for an hour or two, or till 5 p.m. Rudimentary time, made up on the fly. And
You're going to be locked in here until roughly the time a halfling would wake up.
yeah, and he gets a good supper in. That time we'll go right in.
Okay, all right. So
I guess that's good enough for me. As far I can wait till 5.
okay.
Well, I guess I probably need to go back to the favor and tell him situation's changed. He ain't gonna like that.
No, probably not. All right.
I didn't know that's what you were shooting for there, Wilco, and I apologize. I thought you were just going to walk out with him. That's why I was waiting out here.
Well, I was I didn't expect him. I was hoping for him to show me a nice location in town, and then I was just gonna give him a nag, and then slap the ass of the nag and have the favor chase him to the camp.
That's okay. I mean, it all worked out in the end, but I thought we were doing something different. That's why I went back.
I say, keep in mind this
Yeah.
This guy is the less than brave of the two.
Yeah. Well, I guess I don't truly have to. We still have that other guy to take
Yes.
care of.
You still have the crow one.
That's in. Yeah. I guess I'll change it up a wee bit for the favor. Instead of him coming out of the infirmary, he's coming out of the Four Corners, and he's going to be Crow Clan.
Okay.
How about we just set him, like, I'll just go in there and set him loose, like no one is looking. The crow guy?
Oh, from Four Corners?
Yeah. I'll just go.
I'm pretty good with that.
I'll set him loose, and then if we meet up at the same place with your guy, with your favor, then we know we're on the up and up.
Yeah. Yeah, that's nice.
Like, I'll just go in there, I'll cut him loose,
I like
I'll set him free, I'll say nothing about it. He'll run for me.
Yeah, he's not too wild about
Yeah,
the hook.
I'll put the fear of God into him, don't worry.
Okay, so
Well, let's do that. That'll get us back at Four Corners.
so you guys head back and you head for the basement, and the proprietor he lets you back there. He's, okay, he seems to be okay. I fed him not too long ago. Would you like any company down there? I mean,
No.
he's okay.
And I'll just shut the door.
You go down to the basement. You see he's tied up, leaning against the post, and he appears to be sleeping. He's made quite a mess around him, but he's out, just snoozing away.
Yeah. There's a door from the basement to outside, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So as noisily as possible, I'm going to open up that door. Just go right by him, slam the door open, making a bunch of banging and banging.
Okay.
Go over.
I'll be back in right a second.
Okay. All right. The moment he's free, he kind of eyes you for a moment, and then he splits. He's hauling. You see as he's running, he kind of slips and slides a little, but he heads out, scrambles up the stairs, busts open the cellar doors or the basement doors, and he's gone.
All right. Well, my work here is done. How close are we to everybody same time? What
We'll say
time
that
are
that
we?
took some time, between going to the infirmary and going back to your place and then heading back to the infirmary. That we'll say that took up enough time. So by the time you guys make it up to the tavern,
The only thing I would say is for me and Wilco to grab a bite to eat and then meet up with Yannick.
we'll say you guys are there. You're ordering food, and that's right around the time Yannick walks in the door, and you see he just starts scarfing food immediately. And they start bringing him a couple of plates, and no, thank you.
Sorry.
All right, so we've got everybody in the tavern, the four corners, and the goblin is on the run.
Okay. Does anyone have mount skills?
Like riding?
Yeah, riding.
Yes.
Good. Because it might get hairy.
I mean, are we?
Gather up at our table. I thought we already were gathered up at the table.
Hey, just put your markers wherever you want to be. That's over in the top right-hand corner of the one labeled first floor.
Alex, are we going to be doing it like, I guess like what I'm used to, if it's staying on the horse, we're not really worried about a roll?
Right, yeah, you don't really need to worry about making roll checks unless you're doing something like jumping logs, or maybe tromping through, dark forest type deal, or you don't need to make checks unless it's crucial.
Okay.
I'm assuming everyone.
Well, we're probably going to do a bit of dark forest because it's 5.
Holy
And it's winter, so getting late.
Right. Yeah, there is snow on the ground. It did snow the other night. And it looks like you guys are probably going to get a little flurry in tonight as well. Okay.
Okay.
Well, so...
Oh, are we missing a token here? Where are you at, Derek?
Well, I got to zoom in and see. Hang on.
Good morning.
Oh, you're still over here. Here you go.
Hey, there's me.
How was your day? Mine was awesome. I was dreaming about the dish I'm just eating. That was great. No more dead crows and cutting dead men's throats open. Oh yeah.
So you dream about meals? I tend to do hard math problems in my dream, like algebra.
Oh, really?
What's algebra?
The binding of numbers.
So you're dreaming about being a mage?
I guess so.
You can see from where you guys are sitting that some of the house servants are taking some of the cots down in the hallway over here, and they're carrying the canvases over to the basement for cleaning.
Man, that's a room that somebody got shredded in.
Right. You can see them walking from here, going through that door, going through the back door there. To the basement.
Can you not do that when honest citizen of this town is having his dinner here? I'm paying for the dinner.
You see one of the girls look up and she goes, "Oh my goodness, I didn't even think about that." And you
didn't think. You didn't think.
That she goes back this way.
She's
going around the back.
Short.
See what happens? See? People overlook me. I'm doing them great service in this town, and then they overlook me. And they are carrying a bloody sheets around my fruit dumplings, which are delicious, by the way. Wanna try some? Get yourself your own dish.
Yeah, they're heaping the food
Well,
on your
anyways.
table, bringing it over. It's still early, and you can see Samantha comes over to the table and she gives you a few more plates. She goes, "Well, it looks like we overcooked again, but it's okay. We packed up some stuff for the boys going out, and it turns out they had already had some supplies ready. So help yourselves. This is all that's extra." And she just starts heaping it up on the table: biscuits and uh, travel bread and little packs of beef meat and just all sorts of little yummies and stuff.
Are we going somewhere?
I'll pocket the more. I'll pocket more of the preservable foods, like the hardtack and probably jerky. Um,
Samantha, I don't understand.
yes.
Are you leaving us a travel food, like a suggestion that we should leave?
No, not at all. She gives you a little hug. No, not at all. You guys are welcome to stay as long as you like. And in fact, it's just
Because I don't read those signals very well, so you know.
she's like, well, it's just that with these large groups of men getting ready to head out and stuff, I thought they would need some supplies, but turns out they're already stocked and ready to go out again. In fact, I think one of them should
Where
be
did
coming
they
in shortly.
go?
I think they're gonna head a little northeast this time around. They headed, I believe, just east earlier this morning, and they didn't seem to find anything, at least not that I heard of.
Well, let's hope they don't find anything, because in case they do find something and they find the right clan of goblins, they are gonna get lost in mist, and then there's gonna be a bloodshed.
Well, I don't know.
And
they seem to be rounding
that's
up
my
all the little guys.
That's my optimistic opinion.
In fact, we're a little short-staffed right now because they've taken about half a dozen of my employees.
Oh dear.
But if you need anything, you just give me a holler and let me know. And she pats you on the head and she heads back to another table as she moves along.
Yeah, you should stop doing that. I'm a very dangerous Batman.
I'll throw herbs in your eyes. Watch me. I've done it before.
You would be surprised how
I get
effective it is.
Bring Yannick up to date of how we released one of the goblins, and I look all smug, a little happiness in my face with this plan, and how we're going to release the other goblin, and we're going to go on a hard day's ride, or hard ride.
We are going to ride?
Does anybody actually own a horse?
We'll get you a dog.
Awesome,
I can ring up horses from the city guard.
Yeah, I don't like horses.
But they
We'll
like
get you a dog.
Uh,
Get you a Great Dane.
Oh, that would be awesome. That would be awesome.
You can ride one of the big hunting dogs.
Horses are scary. Horses are even scarier than sea.
What if we get you like a Shetland pony?
And what if you just put me behind yourself on one of those horses? I'm not sure that I can ride a dog. I never had any. And what about those two greenskins? I mean, Grok and the other guy. We are gonna leave them behind.
Grok, we're going to say Grok and Sean. We're doing a little investigating of their own, using streetwise. Since they're both got one, goblin and an ogre, they should have better time assimilating to be hearing what's going on locally in the town.
Okay, cool. Yeah, looking them up.
Also, if we take them with us and poop hits the rafters, it might not be the best time to have an 8-foot ogre go all ragey berserky on us.
Speaking of rafters, Dan, what did you do with the heart?
Oh, I thought I burnt it.
Okay.
Like a crow.
He did?
Yeah. You gave me the crow. I burnt it.
Okay, the one you found hidden in the rafters? Okay. All right,
Wait.
so
Yes.
yeah, that one was in the manor. All right, so you guys, plenty of food. You can see as you guys are just about finishing up your food, large crowd comes through, and it looks like a bunch of soldiers and locals coming back in from the search party. So they're calling it a day. They're taking off their cloaks and shaking off the snow and mud and hanging them up and trying to relax a little as they catch a late dinner. Just as you guys are finishing up.
Okay. Well, we go and get that panther goblin, and I guess start that unless someone else has a plan. Yeah.
Guess not.
Okay.
No? Okay.
Okay. Well, we'll head up into. I'll head up at least. Head up to. I'm going to see the captain. Tell
Okay.
him my plan.
All right. Let me see.
And
Right here. You can get it there.
All right. So you go to see Captain Harris, and you can see he's still in his office, and you can see he's talking to a few soldiers. And as you open the door, there's two guys already standing at his desk. He motions you in. Come on in. Come in. Come in.
yeah. Well, I tell him that we got that I have a goblin that is personally been a part of that little raid that happened the night previous, and I convinced him to take me to the camp.
Well, the one we have in custody, he knows where their camp is at. Are you sure this one can be trusted? And he made no mention of a camp to us.
We didn't give him the right push.
Huh. Well, if you'd like, I can send a few soldiers with you. I can't promise you much. I have
Oh, sorry, I had this on mute. You guys didn't hear me.
Oh.
Well, I also have a backup plan in case he was, not telling the truth.
Well,
Which I tell him about the other goblin and how I have my contact or my favor hunting him, tailing him.
okay. That sounds good. I'm afraid I can't provide you with many soldiers. I can only provide you with one or two. Most of these men have been up since the early morning, as you're well aware, and they haven't had much sleep themselves.
Yeah.
And we still have a wall to guard, so...
Mm-hmm. Well, I have a crack team with me, and I make my dues and go get the goblin.
All right.
What do you mean by
before you
cracking?
go, he opens up the drawer of his desk and he hands you what looks like there's about 4 wooden, large carved wooden slabs, and they're basically travel tokens. You can use these over at the barn. They're credit, my personal credit, if you should need anything.
Ah. No, okay, cool.
So you go to the door where the guards are at, and you can see there's only one presently there. In fact, you can see he's slightly dozing in and out, and he sees you. He kind of startles awake. So, oh, you're back. I think he's sleeping, but you're welcome to go in if you need to.
Well, you soldier, you're assigned to a new guard post for this goblin is being moved to another location.
Oh, okay. You see, reaches into his pocket and looks through his key ring. Here it is. He hands you the key to the shackles.
Okay.
He says, "All right, well, if
Cool
you need
beans.
anything, and you can see groggily starts walking down the hallway.
Okay.
And you see when you open the
Walk
door,
in there.
yeah, the goblin pops up immediately. You're back.
I never lie. Yeah, I never lie. And so I'm going to grab him, and we're going to go walk down to the dusty stables.
Saddle?
Dusty saddle.
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 It's that red. Here we
Saddle. Anyways, I'm going to go down there.
go. Okay.
Go get some horses and.
Okay. He uses his little wooden chips, and you guys manage to easily get 2 horses and all the tack you need, and they saddle them up for you, and you guys are ready. Oh, is the goblin gonna
Okay.
is the goblin riding with someone, or are you guys putting him on his own horse?
Nah, it'll be safer with him riding with somebody.
He can ride with me. Just in case I start to think he's not telling us everything we need to know.
Can I ride with someone as well?
I like it.
Because I'm a little too light and the horse
You can ride
might
with
think he
Wilco.
doesn't have a rider and he would probably run away.
Okay, so Yannick will double up with Wilco, and
Wilco.
Nax is gonna take the goblin.
I like it.
All right, so you guys.
So we still have 2 tokens that we can pocket for a future location.
That's very true.
Good.
So you pocket the wooden token for later, and you guys head out. Now, the goblin immediately starts telling you, "Well, if you head out, you have to head out the east gate. Head out the east gate, and once you head out, and you take the road all the way out, and then you're gonna head immediately north, all the way down."
Will you detect lies for me?
Yeah. What's your skill at?
Detect lies?
Yeah. If he's starting off wrong with us, we're gonna have fun with him.
What's your skill at?
16.
Okay.
I'm a hard man to lie to.
All right. He seems pretty excited to be out, and doesn't seem to be lying. In fact, he leads you out of town rather quickly. It's early evening still, so this is the direction he has you go. And then once you're out, he has you head immediately north.
Okay.
It's fairly chilly out, so you guys are bundled up pretty good. You can see that you can even see the trails still where the search party's headed out earlier today. They just tromp through the fields, making a big swath of mud. And he seems to be leading you slightly north of the trail. They headed out more like this, and he's leading you more at an angle, at a different direction. It doesn't take you guys long to hit the wood line, and he tells you it's further inside there, not too far along. It's about 45 minutes from here. On horse, it might be less. I usually just walk it.
So, before we run up on this camp, what exactly is it that you're leading us up to?
It's a small abandoned little shack. I think it's a little wood mill, or at least it used to be at one point. A little wood mill shack, and no one uses it anymore except us, and that's just where we meet. There's not that many of us. There's only 3. But that's where we meet at when we do. It's not very often, only once a full moon.
Just so that we're clear, If I get to this place and it turns out that I have to cut and run, remember you're on my horse, and that makes you dead weight to me.
He looks. Yeah, I remember that. No, it's not too far. And you'll release me once I show it to you, right?
Well, that's up to somebody else. If I had my way,
You see, you can feel him squirming behind you a little nervously. He's like, I don't know if maybe we should switch. And he points over to Wilco's horse.
Kind
All
of
right.
ignore that and keep on trucking on.
So you guys make it into the wood line, and it gets dark rather quickly once you guys get there. Um,
look at how much the halfling is having on the horse. I couldn't take him off of there. It's you and me, buddy.
It's about. He starts to get a little nervous. He's, it's about 10 minutes down. It's not too far. You can see it just up the hill a little. There's a slight little up steep as you guys continue to ride. The road gets a little rocky. I wouldn't even call it. It's more like a little path. You can see where it has been
What's
used.
the goblin's name?
This guy is. I was just looking at him. Give me a sec.
Well, let's
Chavo.
say I don't remember.
His name is Chavo.
Chavo. So, as I'm being a little childish and having a lot of fun behind Wilco on the horse, I turn absolutely serious. I look at the goblin and I say, "This is not an ordinary walking stick. You ever heard about curare? You scam. You try to screw us around. You're dead before you know it." And then I turn back in little kid and keep playing with my walking stick.
He's definitely looking a little nervous now. He's like, I think I'd like to get down now. It's not too far down. And
Shh, we're riding.
oh, okay.
What time? It has to be like at least 6 or 7 by now, right?
Yes. It's around 6, a little after 6 right now. So the sun is starting to go down. Keep in mind, it's a little darker for you guys because you guys you got the canopy of the forest over you right now. And this path
Is there any obvious signs of camping, like campfires?
Make a perception. Or you know what? Do you have any sort of wilderness survival skill checks? Or
I do.
No, I'm a city boy.
okay, you can make a perception check. Anyone else? If you have any sort of wilderness survival skill check, you can do those.
Do you want perception
Right on the nail.
or survival?
Do a survival check.
Okay.
Wilco, you made your perception, correct?
Got it by 3.
Right on. No positive or negative.
Okay, you can see that the path has been used recently, but not.
Sorry, can I do naturalist roll instead of survival?
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Okay, so it's success by 8.
Holy crap!
Survival defaults to naturalist -3, so it's success by 5.
Yannick, you noticed that some of the local foliage has been recently harvested. Is really the only way I can think to put it.
What was harvested?
Some of the edibles in the area. More. You know what? Make a cooking check.
Quick what?
Cooking. Do you have cooking? You have cooking, right?
No.
Do a herbalist
I
default.
only think I can. Cooking default? Oh dear.
Hold on, I'm in it. Hold on.
What about?
You basically identify some of the
herb-
herbs that have been recently cut from the.
Well, I got herb lore.
That'll work.
Okay, it's a success by 14-8.
Okay. Some of the plants that have been harvested around this area are known flavor additives used in certain some of your more popular potions and concoctions and stuff like that.
So it's like it's basically to kill the odor and the smell of the potion.
Stuff used commonly in
Seasoning, like
yes.
seasoning.
Yes, but not necessarily cooking seasoning, more or less like in magical type seasonings. The stuff like where someone's maybe cooking up a brew of some sort of quote
I
unquote
pointed out.
potions and things.
I pointed out. I say, look, someone in this area was gathering stuff for brewing potions.
What kind of potions?
The stuff they've been gathering is actually more like stuff for flavoring it. You know, when you do a potion which has a lot of benefits to your body, it usually more benefits you get, more smell you get as well. So these herbs are usually used to override or dilute the disgusting taste or smell in those magical potions.
So these types of things would go into potions that are good for someone?
These types of potions would go to anything when you don't want them to know that they are drinking something not really ordinary.
Okay,
right?
so it could hide good or bad?
Yeah, you could say.
The goblin, it's not too far now. In fact, you can see the silhouette of the little shack not too far from where you're at.
Hey, goblin, man, listen up. Do you have some kind of shaman or herbalist in your village?
Oh yes, our shaman is a most powerful shaman. Well, he's not really my
Yeah,
shaman. He's the shaman of the Crow tribe, but he has helped me greatly and the rest of us.
Does he brew some medicines or potions?
They don't tell me anything of that, but I do know he gathers now and then occasionally, and from my understanding, he is working on something powerful.
Okay. There's quite a lot of different kinds of concussions and potions that can be very helpful in combat. Yeah. Let's lose the horses. Let's tie them up. Let's go walking so we are less obvious. Alex, I'm really terribly sorry to say that, but your back noise is killing me.
Oh, let me try to shut the doors again.
It's killing me.
Hold on a sec.
We could.
What do you think?
A favor. I can't remember if we were supposed to meet him up at the location or was we supposed to meet him back at the Four Corners.
If it was roughly a 2-hour, they said 1 to 2 hours out of town. So let's say it was a 2-hour ride out. He left about 2 hours before we did. So that means we should have met him on the road about an hour back if we were heading to the same place.
True. Very true, even if he didn't decide to stay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So if the goblin is going to reliably corroborate that they were all going to meet in the same spot, either we're in the wrong spot, or you or I got caught, or something. Hey, Alex?
A lot of things are still up.
Sorry about that. All right, I'm back.
Dan's favor
Uh-huh.
left. If it was a 2-hour drive, if it was a 2-hour jaunt out of the city, when we released the goblin, it was about 2 hours before Yannick woke up.
Mm-hmm.
That means we should have met him coming back about an hour into the trip if we were all heading in the same direction.
That's a good point. Let me roll something. I gotta roll his tracking. What was your level on your contact? Or your favor?
My favor doesn't have any level. That's only my contact.
Oh, okay. So he doesn't have. I'll assign him an app. I'll give him like You know what? I'll give him like a
Okay.
13, 14. So okay. There we go. 13. Okay, mates right on. All right. He pulls you aside as you guys are riding, and he lets you know. He says, "Listen, you're heading near the right direction. It's just when you get to a certain point, you're going to need to veer to the left. There's a small trail that branches off of the trail you're currently on." And he went a little ways down the way from there, and you'll see a mine shaft not too far down the way. And that's where he went into. I didn't follow him in the mine shaft, but he definitely went into the mine shaft.
Yeah, it'd be hard to truly trail into a mine shaft. Okay, so it's basically in the same location, roughly,
Yes.
that this shack is.
Right, but he tells you that
No more than
when the
half a mile or so.
right, he tells you not too far down the road, about 20 minutes down from where you're at now, the trail is actually going to branch off. It's going to be hard. It's going to be hard to see, but if you're looking for it on the left, you'll see it branch off. That's the trail you want to take, not the main trail you guys are on. So when you guys get about 10 minutes out, and he points out to the little shack off in the distance, I need to, you know what? You guys don't need to make a perception. Dan, you already know what you're looking for, Wilco, and you can see the little trail leading off to the side. And the goblin leads you to the shack that he's pointing at, but it's in a different direction than where you know you need to go.
Okay.
Yes,
Cool.
I can sketch it out real quick for you. Hold on.
Thank you.
Ignore the hexes. This is
Done.
just the trail. And the trail you guys need to take kind of branches off to the side. And he points you to...
And we are coming from here, right?
Exactly, yeah.
Got it.
Town is this way.
Cool.
This right here is the little wooden shack that he tells you about.
Yeah.
And keep in mind, this is a rocky area. You see, you've got your trees, but it's very rocky throughout here, and your trail leads you through almost like a little pass of boulders. I'm not an artist. Don't judge. All right, so
Those are clearly the wrong type of rock for this area.
damn it. There you
They've
go.
been imported.
Druids.
You know what? I've got all these stuff here, and I never think to use them. All right, go ahead. All right, so yeah, that's the
Okay.
bam.
Well, it's, that's the boulder. I like them.
Hoo-yah.
All right,
So, before we go spelunking down mine shafts, we should probably check the shaft out. The shack out.
Yeah. First, we gotta take care of this goblin. I'm gonna take him off the horse,
okay.
and I am a man true to my word. I pull out of my pocket some hardtack and jerky, give it to the goblin, and tell him, I ain't going to see you in town anymore?
He looks at you a little shocked.
Question mark.
He goes, no, never, never. And you see he kind of slips into his goblin speak. No, never again.
Goblin. Okay, well, I give him the hardtack and jerky, and basically point him in a direction that's not the shack, cave, or town.
Right here.
Hmm?
That way.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyway, honestly, any direction, a good direction.
Okay.
Don't make me regret letting you keep your tongue.
He looks a little, like I said, he looks a little surprised. He's, oh yeah. Yes. He takes his stuff and he immediately starts heading out and runs off. And you see him disappear between the two rocks with a couple of glances backward.
Okay. Let's kind of. That's up to you. He fulfilled his part of the bargain for me.
No. You gave him a word, and I'm part of your group now, so it wouldn't be fair to you.
Yeah. Well, let's check out this shack. See if there's anybody, residing in it. We'll, see, search for light, whatnot, and then we'll head on down to this cave mine shaft. If everything's kind of okay.
Okay. So you guys are heading to the little shack. Like I said, the hexes are not to scale. I'm not even. Can I scale? Yeah, I can scale the hexes, right?
Yeah, you can, but don't worry about it.
It's not important.
Unless it's necessary.
Yeah, no. The shack.
Are we stuck? Yeah. Are we stuck to? Yeah, we are, aren't we? We are stuck to them.
The shack is only.
Yeah, we snap into it.
It's not a large shack. You go inside and you can see what looks to be. You can see rotten wood all laid out on the outside of it. It looks like at one point it was a little wood mill in here, where they were running through and making planks and stuff. Some of the trees in the area have been cut down and have regrown. Do any of you guys have any sort of woodworking skills? Carpentry or...
No.
Okay, make general IQ checks, but I'm going to say a -3 to those IQ checks. No, -2. -2, only 2.
Yeah, I think below 5 is good, yeah, no.
IQ, you say? I made it by 1.
By 1, even with the negative? Awesome.
Fail.
I made it by 4.
Wow. Is that with the negatives?
Yes.
Excellent. Okay. So Yannick, you've seen that Yannick's walking around, he's tapping the wood. The wood's pretty rotted. Your stick will even go through the floorboards sometimes as you're tapping around. And the floor is creaked pretty badly. The shack looks like it's only got maybe a few years left standing before it falls. In fact, you're not sure it's going to survive one heavy storm this year. So make your way in. With a success by 4, the thing you notice the most that really comes out at you right away is this equipment looks really old. Really, really old. I mean, the metal, some of these saws and these blades in here, they gotta be at least 50 years old. I mean, the level of rust that's on them and the level of wear that's on them, it's just too old. It's just really, really old. The thing that you notice, Wilco, is that no one's been in here in a long time, in a really long time. Even going by what the goblin said, you're probably guessing he was lying. There's no footprints in here. There's no sign of any level of occupation in this building at all. The building does look human-made. It was made to a human scale. The door is what Wilco would find comfortable, and it's tall.
And the equipment?
The equipment is definitely human-made. Some of it, the blades do not look human-made. And you can see that they were at one point high-quality made, but they have been, the moisture and the snow and has just gotten the best of them.
Can we get a rough idea of craftsmanship off of it?
If
Do
you
they
have
look
any
like they
sort of-
were... Go ahead.
If you have any sort of carpentry skill, yes. Otherwise, maybe if you have any sort of blacksmithing skills or weapon repair or armory. Armory would give you a default check.
None of that, no.
Otherwise, you're looking at an IQ -5.
IQ -5?
Yes, to determine any sort of quality.
I'll give that a shot.
Would weapon skill with some penalty make?
Say that again.
If you can basically repair or make weapon using your weapon skill -6
yes.
or something like that.
Yes. So if you could try that too.
Would it make the trick?
That might be slightly better. I forgot about that. So if you have like a weapon skill, you can subtract the 6 from it. That might give you a slightly better number than an IQ -5.
Fail anyway.
No, I think that would put me right where I was at before anyway.
Okay. Did anybody make it? No,
I missed it by a couple.
Okay. So like I said,
I'm going to stick with where I was at.
You can tell it when...
I'm going to make a holdout skill to see if... damn it. Yeah, holdout.
Mm-hmm.
To see if I can find something high... smuggling. That's what I'm looking for.
Okay, yeah, smuggling. Holdout.
See if I can find hidey holes.
I have search, which would be more appropriate for that.
Both would work.
Oh, I made it
Wilco
by a lot.
critically succeeded on that.
Yeah, you're probably going to beat what I make.
Observation is more like a combat ready. More like a combat ready skill. Observation is used to. Okay, we've all probably seen Born Identity, right? You know, he's sitting at the table and he's like, he goes, I know I can run for 5 minutes,
at this elevation.
3 miles.
Okay.
I know the exits.
Okay, it's got it.
Observation basically allows you to observe your
Goes all Sherlock.
Right, combat ready type stuff. Like I could use that as a weapon.
Yeah, that's why I actually took it. Sorry,
No, all good. So Wilco, critical success on your smuggling. You do notice that along the wood carpentry desk, where there all the chisels and the blade sharpening equipment is at, the desk actually has a small little hidden cubby hole. You have to really get in there and jam your knife in there. The wood is so rotten and swollen. It takes a little while to pop open that little hidden portion, but you're able to slide out what looks to be, it's only about half an inch deep, the drawer inside. But inside, you find what looked to be a small little pouch. And you shake it, and it sounds like coinage in there. But inside looks to be a map. And on the map are little portions marked out. Little spots on the map marked. And the language you can't read and understand. In fact, the map is pretty faded, and it's hard to see in this light to begin with.
Well, I'm going to bring Captain Hook over here to look at this map.
Yar! I'll put on my thinking eye patch. Okay, before I forget, just so that I can make sure I'm on the same page with everyone else, the fact that this building is half a century old, filled with things made by humans. Weren't there no humans when everybody came here from before, from the other land?
Humans are here on this continent for 4 years.
Well, clearly they've been here for longer than that.
Yeah, well, obviously, but as far as we know, we moved here 4 years ago.
Just making sure I understood the situation correctly. Let's take a look at the map.
Okay. Before, I can't read Goblin. I can only speak it, but I can at least see if it looks like Goblin that's on the map.
Yeah. You said you don't speak it?
I speak it, but I can't read it. I didn't put
Oh,
enough
okay.
points into Goblin to read.
Give me an IQ check.
Goblinese.
Okay.
Goblinish?
Nope. Missed it by 4.
Okay. All right. Let me give me just a second. I am trying to find the right thing to show you without showing you the wrong thing.
That sounds cryptic.
Sounds right up Alex's alley.
Load. There it goes. Okay. And now I need hide. Yes. And reveal. Okay. I'm going to move you guys. And this is the map that you see.
Oh, it's tiny. Do we have some common knowledge? Where are we at the moment?
Yes. Just to give you a quick idea, you guys come from this right there. That is your home where all the ships were launched. That
Here?
is your home continent, correct? And roughly speaking, let me zoom in. If you guys will zoom in right around this area, that's where you guys are at, roughly. Now, if we zoom in closer...
We're not zooming if you're trying to do something for us.
You got to go.
You know what? I'm gonna blow the map up.
I'm gonna
blow the map up. Give me a sec.
Blow it up.
Yeah, please. Blow it up. Blow it up.
I have to do...
Now you got
Hold
to
on.
reveal more area.
Yep, I gotta do the... Let's do 150, 50, and now we can do the map.
That's where we came from, correct? Holy sweetness.
Yeah, let me fix that.
That's it.
Hide. I'll hide that, and now I go back to reveal. Okay, here we go. That should be a little better, hopefully. Go to 150.
I don't see it.
Zoom all the way out. You'll see it in the middle.
Oh, there it is. There.
I found it.
Okay.
Yay!
There it is.
All right, so check it out. You guys, your home...
Hey, wait, hold on. Go ahead.
Oh, Elwood is located right here. Oh, wrong button. That's Elwood.
Not whatever this mark is?
No.
That's Elwood?
No, this is your home continent
That's
where you
me.
guys shipped out from. That is your home continent.
Having made this trip and actually knowing how to draw a map, can I get a rough estimate on scale?
Yes. Give me a skill check on your navigation, or is there an actual cartography skill? I think.
Yes, there is.
Do that.
It's cartography. Oh! No, I missed it by 1.
Okay.
Your cartographer's apprentice, huh?
Now, keep in mind the map is somewhat faded a lot, so we'll say until you can actually get it home and study it under proper lighting, you just can't quite make out scale just yet. But you do know, like I said, that is definitely not where Elwood is located. You don't remember seeing any of those little island inlets on your voyage in.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
You guys pretty much made a straight shot straight through instead of coming in at an angle, making any of that visible.
So the common knowledge is wrong. That's what you're telling us.
Not necessarily wrong. It's just that it's different than what you know to be true.
Uh-huh. Well, that's why I was asking what's the common knowledge about location of Elwood.
Oh, right. Yeah. As far as you know, Elwood is the first established human settlement.
Well, this is interesting. Can you say by looking at it who draw the map? I don't mean necessarily the one person. I mean, like, is this a elven style of drawing maps or human style of drawing maps?
You can make
I'm
a
asking
cartography.
Derek, actually.
Oh, okay, yeah, Derek, make a cartography skill check. Now that he's pointed that out, you might be able to.
For to what, to see who drew it?
Yeah,
Is
to
that
see
what
the
we're looking
style of drawing.
Damn it!
We're about to
I'm gonna have to get some better light and study this a little while longer.
Maybe, yeah, maybe you got eye patch on your wrong eye.
But when we came in, when I came in on the boat, which has not been very long ago, I mean, we're talking like a couple of days.
Right, 2 days, yeah.
There was none of this action. Sorry, none of this action over here, correct?
Right, you didn't see any of that coming in. Keep in mind, you guys, the voyage you take, I'm going to sketch it out roughly, is a very indirect route due to, hold on, I'm going to shift this to the map layer so I stop drawing on it. Okay, and then move to object. Okay, here we go. It's a very indirect route.
So it's in
Okay.
it is possible that from when we pass these points of reference that we just can't see them if the
Right.
scale is very small.
Yes, keep in mind this what you now know to be large sea is there's always a lot of storms going on through here, especially when you guys are passing through. That's what makes the voyage so difficult to begin with.
Well, this bugs me right here, but that doesn't have anything to do with anything.
Yeah,
right now.
Let's keep the map and let's focus on Wilco's sister.
Can I hold on to this? Does anybody mind? And I can study it when I have better time.
Well,
No.
You're obviously the only one who actually understands maps, so I don't mind at all.
Okay. I think we've gotten everything we can out of this. Do we want to hit the shaft and see what's going on down there?
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you guys think is the best plan of action on the shaft? Now,
What time
in mine shaft,
evening is it?
It probably took you guys a good 45 minutes to get out there, so it's near 7 at this point. The sun's fully down now, so you're looking at full dark.
Go ahead and what were you saying, Dan?
well, in mine shafts, they tend to drill air holes into the shaft, so there's probably going to be more than one entrance and exit.
Mm-hmm.
So we can't go under the idea that we're going to pin them in.
Oh no.
Not
yeah.
mentioning it's just 2.5 of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think there's nearly
Who knows
enough
how
of us
many
to pin
goblins.
anything. So let's go over to the outside of it, but not quite go in yet. Let's get over by the mine shaft and see if we can just take a peek before we start running down into the dark.
What's this big box
About
that Yannick is in?
that's the shack.
Oh, I thought the shack was.
Well, it's
that's
over.
the other
I
one,
just-
the big one.
Yeah, I just sketched that off on the side. That's not this.
Oh,
right
that's
here.
that's nothing.
Yeah, this is this right here.
And you have not
Okay.
dropped me on this map yet. You put everybody else but me.
Good point. I mean,
I don't know how important that's going to be in the meantime, but I'm not on there.
I don't know if it will be either, but I will grab your token just in case.
When we get to the mine shaft, does it? Do we see anything light-wise or anything like that coming out of it?
How are you guys approaching? Are you guys approaching on foot? Are you bringing your horses? Are you coming stealthily? Are you going in just walking through the path? You guys coming around?
How far? Like, okay, here's the shack. Sorry, this some of the stuff's in my way here. So there's the shack. Is the entrance like right here? Is it further back? Is it visible? Not visible, but is it handily walkable from over here? Do we have to come down this path?
Here, I'm going to move everything over. It's not that far away. Man, moving stuff is awesome in this. Okay, there we go. Grab a pencil. And it's just a little down the way. And then you see the opening. Right here. This right here is a little, like a shed built off of the cliff of the wall.
Gotcha.
And underneath it is the entrance to the mine shaft. And it's probably about a 15-minute walk.
Please tell me we brought some lanterns.
I have one.
No.
I'm assuming that
We have
each
light-
horse has a lantern on it.
Okay.
Awesome.
That was part of your tack and equipment that you
So-
brought with you.
Here's an idea.
Yeah.
Let's bring the horses next to the shack, tie them over there, and then stealthily, sneakily, carefully approach the mine shaft. They
Some
might
See,
have,
Wilco
like-
doesn't do sneaking. The closest
they
to
might have-
sneaking you're going to get is walking, just like
They might have
prancing.
sentries. If the goblins are in there, they might have sentries outside, right?
Something.
You guys are going to have to
is-
head up.
Go ahead.
If you guys are going to do sneaking, you guys are going to have to do it ahead of me.
Well, let me. I'm not big scout, but I can move among other plants and trees. So let me do some scouting. In case there's a sentry, I will try to get rid of it, and I'll be back in 20 minutes. Say.
Okay.
Something is wonky
If
with
not,
my.
we'll leave you for dead.
Oh, I know what's wrong with it. Never mind. I figured it out.
If
There we
I
go.
don't come back in 20 minutes, come and rescue me.
Okay.
If you don't come back in 20 minutes, we're going home.
Nah, that's not what I wanted to hear.
All right, so you guys, where are you? So you're staying behind. Show me where you're staying at, and then we're pretty much at scale at this point. Maybe a little smaller, actually, but not much.
Say we leave the horses where the horses were originally, which is further back down the path over this way somewhere.
Okay.
Me and Wilco can wait here in the rocks with some semblance of cover. Can we see the entrance from where we're at, or is it
No.
overgrown, or what?
There's a lot of trees. Here,
How close do we have to be where we could see it but still have cover?
but still have cover.
I guess
Um,
concealment cover, not like arrow fire cover.
Oh, right. Probably somewhere in the vicinity of right around here. You gotta imagine all of this. Oh, wrong color. Is gonna be filled with trees, rocks, and stuff.
Wilco,
Okay.
can you stealth your way over there enough?
Let's don't take any chances. I'll be back in a while.
Well, you drew on me.
All right, so go ahead and give me a stealth
Yeah.
check.
No, I want you to roll secretly, so
Okay,
I don't
cool.
know how much did I succeeded.
Excellent. I can
I'll
do that.
try to stealth as close to the entrance as possible in case I spot any sentry. Let me know because I'm gonna do my Batman stuff.
Okay, so you make your way quietly through the woods. The snow makes it a little easier. In fact, the snow, it begins to fall a little bit now. It's just a small little flurry begins as you're making your way to the mine shaft. And when you get there, you can see the little wooden shed built onto the outcrop of rocks. Doesn't seem to be any guards out. Sound carries, and you can hear there sounds like there's some commotion from inside. Beyond that, other than
Any light from the shed?
no, you don't see any light. Now it's pretty clear over this whole area. There doesn't seem to be. It seems to be clear. It's pretty rocky over here, so there's not a whole lot of tree growth. So you can get a little bit of starlight, but not a whole lot because it is overcast and snowing.
Okay, I peek into the shed. I'm trying to get used to the darkness as much as possible.
I'm gonna say it probably took you about a good 10 minutes just to stealth over there anyway. So you glance into the cave, and from what you can see, that there doesn't seem to be any sort of ambient light coming from there at all. It's pretty dark.
But there's some sounds coming out from there.
Yes, you do hear sounds, and as you get closer, it does sound like footfalls, like someone walking. You can't tell if they're walking towards the exit or you can't tell if they're walking towards you or away from you, but they're definitely footfalls.
Okay, I give it like 5 minutes of silence and just listening.
Okay. You wait about 5 minutes or so, and you can see. You know what? Make a perception check. Do you have any night vision?
Of course, my night vision advantage is level 0. But
He
nothing.
sees in the dark as well as a dog.
It's not pitch black,
But
so the vision check is on. It's like
I will use my observation skill to find the best ambush spot around the entrance in case someone would be walking out.
okay.
And that's where I set myself.
Okay.
And it's a success. Let me see. No, it's not.
You need a
Actually,
one of those little
failure.
pins, Alex.
Yeah, I know, and I just realized that. So shut up. All right, so you're looking into the mine shaft, and you're waiting, and what you end up seeing is you do see what looks like the silhouette of someone poking out of the mine shaft, and they seem to glance around a little bit. Probably someone not any taller than you, maybe a little bit, not a whole lot. Silhouette, you're probably guessing halfling or goblin, and you can see the glowing of his eyes as he casts around, looking around, and you can see he eventually does come out, and you see.
Wait. I will ready my blowpipe. I'm assuming I'm still stealthing, so I'm not. He doesn't see me, and I will take full aim at this silhouette.
Okay.
as it's coming out. Right? And I'll wait.
There we
At the
go.
end of my full aim, I will take a wait, and the trigger is it's goblin, and the action is fire.
Okay, keep in mind these little dotted lines I drew right here. This is actually the inside of the cavern. I know it's not very, very clear.
So I'm more
Yeah,
here
yeah.
somewhere.
This is all this heavy blue right here. This is like a little, almost like a patio type over wooden structure that covers the
Lean-to?
entrance. And
Okay.
he's
So it
actually,
comes out.
yeah, he comes out. He's just a little under the structure, and he's just walking. Seems to be making his way towards the path.
And is it goblin?
Yes, it is definitely a goblin. You can see as he's walking, every now and then he'll occasionally drop to all four and kind of walk for a few moments, come back
Is
to
it-
two legs, and that is to scale. So go
is
ahead
it
and
is it the like the naked type or the half naked type that
he is
were
lightly clothed.
emotion-
He has what looks to be a heavy, um, almost like a cloak on, but that seems to be it.
just a cloak? Can
Just
I
a-
hit torso with
Like a heavy
with
wool
avoiding
cloak.
any damage?
Say that again.
Can I aim for torso, avoiding any damage resistance?
You're probably gonna hit that heavy cloak. Like I said, it's more like caveman from
Yeah,
Captain
I
Caveman. He's got
get
the
you.
like
So
one piece
tell
ton.
me what areas of his body are uncovered.
His legs and arms are not very well covered. Neither is his head.
Neither his head. Arms.
Shoot him in the face.
That would be negative
Come on,
5.
man. Arms. How far is he?
I'm gonna scale you to size. And move yourself wherever you want to be.
Yeah, well, let's say I'm right here. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 is within 7, which is -3. I got full aim, which gives me +4, so I'm at +1. If I take all out attack range, it gives me another +1, which is +2. I trade +2 for hitting leg. Well, arm is closer to the heart. It doesn't really matter. Leg is fine. You said he doesn't have any damage resistance on leg.
Right.
So now I should be at my regular skill, which is 16 plus my weapon bond, which is 17. So it's 17. Any penalties?
Only
And I'm
penalties
stupid to
are, of
ask,
course,
I know.
for vision and the leg shot, -2. So total -7.
To the skill?
Yes.
Additional -7.
Right. -5 because it's dark for vision, and another -2 for the leg shot.
I already counted the leg shot.
Oh, okay. Then just the -5. Sorry.
So it's distance, which is -3. Leg shot is -5, right? And
Right.
-2, which brings us to -5. Now another additional -5 for light.
Right. Poor lighting. It's very poorly lit.
Is minus.
It's nearly pitch black.
It's
-5 for darkness.
-10.
Right, but you also
-10. Okay.
And then you
I got
your,
full aim and all out attack, so it's 12.
There you go.
Please, 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 please. Hit!
5.
Yay!
Awesome. All right. What did you have it loaded with?
Curare. Wait, this is gonna be funny. It's piercing attack, so minimum damage I can do is 1, but whatever I roll is because it's piercing minus, it doesn't have any multiplier. So 1d minus 3. Minimum
Okay.
is always 1. Minus 3. Which makes it the one I told you about. So
Right,
he takes
minimum
1 point of damage, and
Wouldn't it be-
then
Okay.
it's like a bee sting. And now, curare.
I don't know
With-
the stuff on your poisons, so you'll have to keep me up on that.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll tell you. I'll post it in the chat. This is guy's character. This is guy's player's knowledge, not character knowledge. So he rolls HT minus 6. In the case of failure, he takes 2d toxic damage and becomes paralyzed.
Holy crap. Okay.
And then every 30 minutes he rolls again and takes additional 2d toxic
That
damage.
is some nasty stuff. All right, I'm gonna give him a health check. So I'm
I'm
assuming you're
assassin, man.
you're kind of hidden down. You're waiting. You're watching. You see him swat at his leg, and he doesn't seem to think nothing of it, and he continues on his way. Well, we'll say he makes it a
in
good
any
bit.
case, in case he looks to me like he's getting paralyzed, which is gonna take him like a minute to find out.
Right.
I will proceed, and I'll just fast draw a dagger and slash his throat.
You see he's making his way over here, and I'll go ahead and make that check. Oh man, I critically failed. So
Wah,
Yeah.
wah.
right about the time he starts making it to the path, he just falls down and starts shaking, and you can see he twitches and vomits a little, and his eyes roll back, and he's just full seizure, and then he just stops moving. You can hear him. It sounds like he's choking.
Okay, he's choking. He's critically failed. He's gonna suffocate to death. Poor little boy. Okay, I'll do this anyway. I'll go confirm the kill. I'll fast draw a dagger, and taking telegraphical attack, I'll just plug the dagger in his eye slot. Right?
Okay.
To cause a brain damage.
He doesn't
Which
really
is
seem
like-
to notice you at all. He's already turning colors. It looks like he's choking on his tongue. He's got blood coming from his ears and eyes. And it's almost a mercy kill.
Yeah, it is. It is. When I'm done with that, I will take the dart, put it together with the other used darts, so I don't accidentally draw it again.
Okay.
I will stuff the blowpipe with lacquer powder, and I'll go back to the Wilco and Naxon.
Okay. All right. So you guys see Yannick return.
And I'm walking casually using my walking stick as a walking stick.
Yeah. So,
Hello. Yeah.
how many
there-
herbs
there
did you
was a-
pick?
There was a sentry. I took care of it, and there is the right spot. The goblins are coming or staying in the cave. The sentry actually walked out. He's over there by the road.
Yeah.
I don't really
What kind of
really
state is
recognize.
Sentry in?
I don't really recognize their tattoos, so you might want to check on him to confirm that this is the Crow clan.
Have me up there twice.
Well,
Are you there twice? I only see you once now. Oh, there you are. Sorry. Go ahead. Sorry. I was trying to scale you guys.
Let's go ahead and go on over to the shack and get to going. That was the only
to
one?
the
There was
shack.
nothing else
I thought it was going
inside?
to the mine.
Well, the shack that's over the entrance to the mine shaft.
Okay.
The lean-to against the mountain. This thing over here.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah. Let's go and make sure that this goblin is of Crow clan, and we'll have Yannick be on front, kind of sneaking ahead, I
So you
guess.
guys search the little goblin, and you see his clothing is looks to be some sort of wolf pelt. It's pretty old and rotten. As you search him and you look around on him, you can see he's definitely got the panther tattoos on him from the Panther clan, and he's armed with a small knife. He's barefoot, and he seems a little malnutrition, but you can see he's got a pouch full of what looks to be some sort of root or something that he's been gnawing on for a while now. But beyond that, it doesn't really seem to have anything on him. Yes, he is missing an eye. Looks like it was gouged out recently. But whatever he died from, you can see him still twitch you can see his body still twitches every now and then.
That wasn't a message, man. That was a shot for to be sure.
Well, I guess let's try to proceed down this mine shaft and go from there.
Okay. I'm going to move you guys. I'm not going to move tokens because they're really not that important for this portion right here.
Mm-hmm.
But
I guess since I have a lantern, I'm going to have my mace equipped in my primary hand.
okay. Alright, so you guys can see in the mine shaft with your lanterns lit, it goes down for quite a way.
Are we somewhere on this map? Because I can't see anything. Oh, there it is. I got it. I got it.
Yeah, it's way over to the side.
Where did we come in at? Over here where it's close to the surface? All the way to the right?
Right over here, yeah, exactly where you pinged. You can imagine the overhead thing is right here. That's the little shed thingy. Here's your ground. Actually, kind of down slopes. But
Sorry to put all those text to your maps. It just makes stuff easier to, find ourselves.
all the text in the what now?
I'm
gotcha. Yeah, no, you're
maps.
right. Yeah, that's. I always forget about that because I know what everything means. I forget that you guys don't.
Now I do too.
All right, so you can see the entrance of the cave goes down quite a ways, and about midway through, you can find what looks to be a little bundle of blanket, and on the bundle of blanket there seems to be a bunch of little roots and there's a little pillow there and little pieces of raw meat and stuff like that, and jerky. And it looks like whoever was watching the mouth.
We just remembered something.
Uh-huh.
I will go to the goblin. Is there some fallen branches of trees or stuff, I will kind of disguise his corpse, you know, like hide
Oh, okay. So you take
using
him
my
and you take him off of the
naturalist.
trail. Do
Yeah,
you
I'll use my naturalist skill to default
camouflage? I'll
camouflage
give it
out
to you
of it.
like at a -2 for that using your naturalist.
Okay, cool. So it's let me see my naturalist, which is 14. So is that on?
Cool. Okay.
And then I go back. I just don't want anyone to accidentally stumble upon one-eyed goblin.
All right. So you guys, like I said, you find a little bundle of the Watcher's personal possessions and stuff. A little encampment. You can see where he's been sleeping and eating, and you can see that there's another little bundle not too far away. But other than that, it seems pretty empty down here. Um, and sound travels really well down here, so you can hear some commotion coming off from far down.
Okay.
It's pretty tall down here, by the way. It's probably about a good 10 feet, and it's definitely a man-made mine shaft as you make your way down. Pretty wide, probably a good 15 yards wide, and then as you get down further deeper, it narrows off to only about 4 or 5 feet wide, right around here. And then you can see along the way. I don't know if you guys have any sort of meteorologic skills or anything like that, but you can see abandoned mine picks and stuff like that and equipment along the way.
Uh, just to avoid any future misunderstandings, I'm gonna go first, kind of assuming they both can see over me because I'm small, and
Okay.
I'll carry the lantern, which we took from the horse, and I will have my cloak instead of on my back. I'll have it ready over my forearm of the left hand, so in case we need to, I just easily pull it over the lantern to cover it, right?
Okay.
And I'll have my walking stick in my right hand, ready as it was a short sword, a small sword.
Is there any light coming from further down or anything, or is it just us?
The only light you can see is the light you are providing and bringing with you.
And if we cover it and wait a minute to adjust?
Are you doing that?
I'd like to.
Yeah, go for it.
I mean, however long it takes to adjust to it.
It doesn't take
Is
long.
there?
It doesn't take long. You dim the light down. Maybe you cover it up. You wait about a good 10 minutes, and it doesn't really seem to be much ambient light coming in at all. There does seem to be coming a little bit, but barely. I mean, it's almost imperceivable. You don't even really notice it at first, coming from right around here. As you guys reach right around here, it almost looks like a candle, maybe. Like the light's flickering and very dim. And
Yeah, so
when you guys get right around here, you can see that there is a ladder leaning up against the left side, or the very front portion of the.
here,
Yes, there's a.
Is this supposed to be top down or side view?
This is side view. I'm sorry, I should
Okay.
have explained that.
That's what I was thinking originally. Those picks that we passed and everything like that, the mining equipment,
Mm-hmm.
did it look of the same age as the stuff in the shed?
Yes, it was pretty rotten. The metal on some of the picks was next to useless. There were a few that were somewhat preserved better, but for the most part, you might get maybe 1 or 2 swings out of them a piece before they broke. Same thing with the equipment. The wooden barrels and the carts were pretty rotten.
What about the floor? Is it take tracks? Is it bare rock? Is there dust
So,
and dirt down here that tracks would be left in?
it looks like a lot of dust and a lot of dirt tracks. You can see that there has been foot traffic down here. Not a whole lot, but you can see it's still pretty worn through in the middle. There doesn't seem to be as much dust and dirt accumulation in the middle as it is on the sides. The carts are pretty useless, but like I said, there's still a pretty worn, almost like a trail leading down the middle of the path, leading middle of the shaft.
Onward and upward, gentlemen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let me go first. Hold the lantern. I put my cloak back on my back, and with a walking stick in my teeth, I climb up the ladder.
Okay.
I assume it's human scale, so I can't use just one hand and two legs.
Yeah, it's not a problem. You make your way.
Yeah. Nothing. Go ahead.
I don't know. I was gonna say, as you make your way up, you can see that there is a small little encampment at the very top. It's right up here. Yep. And you can see that there appears to be a goblin sleeping on a blanket. And there's a flickering candle. A flickering candle at his head.
Okay. I will sign down the ladder, like basically my palm down. Okay. Now I'm gonna become a little choppy with my sound. I'll sign like this.
Yeah. I don't know if they have their bandwidth adjusted to where they see video. Are you guys
I saw him.
Okay.
And I will put the walking stick on the edge up here, very silently.
Okay.
Draw a dagger, very silently, and sneak up on the goblin.
Very silently.
Very silently.
I'll be right back. I gotta let this doors.
Okay. Here, give me a sec. 5-minute break, bathroom break, real quick.
Okay.
How much damage do I do with this? It's unbelievable, I'm such a killer. Never expected that.
You keep getting to kill everyone. I want to kill someone.
It's just I guess you already unwrapped the whole herbalist concept of this halfling. The blowpipe and the daggers.
I don't know what you're talking about there. I haven't seen anything happen.
Yeah, I know.
All I've seen is an everyday average donut loving halfling.
Yeah, I know, but I'm talking to Derek, not to Nexon.
Yeah, I kind of got the idea.
I took the blowpipe because I've never seen anyone playing GURPS using blowpipe. Such a cool weapon. You don't do any damage with that, but you can do a lot of damage with that.
You know what I saw in one campaign? We some people played in, or I played in with some other people. One character was really good at a whip.
Mm-hmm.
And that thing in properly trained character, so somebody with a high enough skill, when you start calling shots with a whip, it's damn devastating.
I'm back.
Oh yeah, because it makes this pain effect with debuff, like with pain, pain penalties. It's
Mm-hmm.
cool. I took the blowpipe because it's silent. I didn't want crossbow or bow. I wanted something so it can be disguised as, for example, as a walking stick. And it seems to me cool. I'm really enjoying it.
Yeah, I thought about taking some kind of bow or ranged thing, but then I realized I have no way of holding it or pulling the string.
Uh-huh.
So I kind of had to let that one go.
And the blowpipe is actually quite it's a nice combo with all those different uh, herb-based poisons I'm using. It's like it just goes together so well with
It's
this
working out well so
no
far.
damage. It does no damage. It does 1d minus 3 piercing minus. It doesn't do any damage. Usually in 90% cases you do 1 point of damage. So you use different kinds of follow-up agents.
Yeah, I think
And
with
it's
piercing
fun.
weapons, you do like a minimum of 1 point, right?
Yes. Whatever you roll, minimum is always 1. For piercing, impaling, or cutting, there's always minimum of 1.
Yeah, even if you've got like 1d6 negative 10, you're always going to do like 1 point minimum damage with like a
Yes,
piercing.
yes.
So.
That's the whole idea of me using the blowpipe with those poisons, because
Right, yeah.
I do 1 damage, which is good enough to get the follow-up agent in action.
Yeah, the blood agent, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. All right, so you stealth your way to the sleeping goblin. Oh, I'm sorry. We got everybody back?
Yep.
Yes.
Cool, cool. I just assumed everyone. I can't really see anybody. All right, so yeah, you make your way. You're stealthily crawling your way, making your way to the sleeping goblin. He seems to be snoring, snoozing pretty heavily. You see, he's made a nest out of what looks to be discarded human clothes.
Oh,
You can see
okay.
there's dresses, there's tunics, there's jackets, there's old cloaks. Um, and it looks like he's wearing a heavy pair of work boots. He's got pulled up over him, and a human cloak thrown on top of him for a blanket. He's sleeping pretty comfortably.
Okay, what am I gonna do is I'm gonna I remember that Wilco speaks goblin, right?
Yeah.
So I will grab. Is there some piece of the human cloth that he's not lying at?
Oh yeah, like I said, this is a massive pile that he's got nested on. He's nested on top of.
Okay, here's what am I going to attempt. I grab some, like a piece of sleeve or piece of like a strip of cloth,
Uh-huh.
and using my knot tying skill, I'll try to wrap his head. Like, what do you call the thing you put in your mouth so people cannot talk?
Gag.
Oh, gag.
A gag, yeah. And I'm going to try to use my knot tying skill to put a gag on him without as fast as possible, so he basically doesn't woke up or doesn't get a chance to react on that while I'm doing it.
Okay, so you quickly grab a sleeve and you make a makeshift slip knot out of it real fast, and you make it adjustable, gauging it off of his size, and you quietly go over there. You need another stealth check as you make your way onto the nest, or a throwing skill check, whichever you prefer.
Uh, I would like you to roll all my stealth checks. It's just
Okay,
more fun.
like I said, whichever one you want to do. You can do a stealth check to get closer, or you can do a throwing skill check to just throw it on top of his head.
I'm not gonna throw anything on him. I want to sneak up on him and using the knot tying to wrap it around his head to be sure.
Okay. And now I'm going to make a check for him. Okay, so you make your way quietly towards him, and he doesn't seem to move at all, other than to every now and then, snore and toss a little, and
Damn it.
you're
I
right
should
on
have
top
took
of
the
him.
garrote.
So you're like right on top of him, and for this,
Okay, so I'm gonna put the gag on him. Not dying check coming right up. Success by 2. And then I'm gonna fast draw a dagger and put it right on his throat. As fast as
okay.
possible.
All right, go ahead and do your fast draw.
Okay, so the not dying was success, so I assume he can't scream now.
Yes, he is sufficiently gagged.
Um, Fast draw, fast draw, fast draw. Okay, I don't have fast draw for knife. I have only for dart. Damn. But I was using fast draw last time. Isn't it missing on my sheet?
I don't know. I could have sworn you
Because
did.
I'm pretty sure that with thrown weapon knife, I took fast draw knife.
I thought you did it too. I don't know.
Let's assume it's same as for dart. Can we just assume it's same for dart?
Yes, go for it.
It's success by 5, which is 0 time action, and then I'm gonna just put the blade on his throat like a thread,
Okay.
and let's see if he wakes up.
He definitely wakes up. I mean, with the gag thrown on, he kind of startles awake, looks around, and he sees the knife.
I'm kind of pinning him down with one hand and putting the knife on his throat with my second hand. That's my plan.
Okay. All right. He stops moving. He kind of he's gnawing on the gag as he just kind of he just lays there, staring at you.
I'm gonna pull him with my left hand towards the ladder, kinda suspect, what's the word? Expecting him to cooperate now.
Okay. Yeah. He kind of sits up a little and crawls along.
Okay, so I'm gonna push him in front of myself to the ladder, the knife still on his throat, and I'm gonna sign like with my head, like nog down the ladder, like go down.
He nods, and you see he throws off the cloak, and he starts going down the ladder. And you guys see this goblin coming down the ladder.
You should probably grab that.
He's
I
pretty
believe
filthy.
they can see me on the edge. They can see me on the edge of the.
Yes, I'm assuming you're looking down over the goblin as he makes his way down, and you guys can see as he throws the cloak off, the dirty cloak. He doesn't have much on underneath, and he's covered in filth and grime. Hey, you can
Yeah.
smell him coming down the ladder. He smells so badly. He makes his way down. He just kind of stands. He's just wearing like a little loincloth at this point. And he's still got the gag in his mouth. And he looks around. He says something. Wilco, you can make a skill check on this or an IQ check on this, and keep in mind the native goblins speak a slightly different dialect. So,
Made it by 1.
yeah, he says, "Ooh, it smells like human." It's tasty, and you can see he's looking at
He's
both of you.
gagged, Alex.
Oh, that's right. I forgot he's gagged. Well, he's trying to talk through the gag, and he's just like, you see, he's starting to pull at it, and kind of looking up.
When I get down, I whisper. I took this one alive. I thought we might give him a couple of questions.
Question.
Yeah.
And I got this little weird, almost crazy sparkle in my eyes at the moment.
Like, well, Anyway, no, I'll forget. Well, time to go for the tried and true good cop, bad cop. This time I'm tagging
Let's take
out the
him
bad
out
cop.
so we don't make much noise.
Oh, all the way out? All the way out of the mine shaft?
Well,
Okay.
at least out from here, everything can be.
Remember how easily the sound carried to us of somebody walking, and he's sleeping, so it's coming from even further in the mine.
Uh-huh.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Hold on. Oh shit. Alright, I'm back. So what are we at the mouth of the cave?
Yeah, I would take there because the tunnels carry sound far away.
Yeah, you guys know the way pretty easily after coming in, so you guys make your way out pretty quickly.
I mean, is there stuff shooting off the sides from this, or is it just like one tunnel going into where we went?
There's a few smaller ones shooting off, but they don't go very far in, as they tried to find, or they followed a vein that didn't pay out well, and they continue the main mine shaft and continue on. So there's a few little offshoots, but they're not deep at all. Like maybe 5-6 yards in.
Well, I mean, if there's twists and turns, finding our way out won't be a problem.
Oh yeah. Finding your way out is not going to be an issue. It's pretty much a straight shot. It may curve and turn a little bit, but for the most part. So you're on the outside, and you've got the goblin gagged, and at this point you do notice he doesn't seem to be affected by the cold weather at all. In fact, he just seems to be standing there. He stretches a little and he scratches.
Does he have tribal markings?
Yes,
I really
he does.
hope he doesn't have fleas.
Say again?
I'm gonna put it into the chat.
This one, he, oh, he's got fleas. He's definitely got a lice.
Oh, damn it. I need to take a shower.
And he's, like I said, you can see him scratching, and he kind of picks stuff every now and then. And you see he's covered in tattoos. He's definitely Crow tribe. He's got long, scraggly nails, and you see he's continuing to gnaw, just bite on the gag. He's just kind of grinding his teeth away at it.
I got a sneaking suspicion he has something he wants to say already.
Alright, so I'm going to switch you guys over real quick since we're on the outside.
Don't bother if it doesn't matter. Okay. Does he have like a belt?
No, like I said, he's dressed in just a loincloth, and it's tied together with a little sinew of string. Other than that, nothing.
You wanted to tie him up?
Oh, he might start running, and they see better in darkness than we do, so he might run off. I would definitely tie him up.
Okay, let's tie him up.
Does he have some like kind of shoes? He said he's got boots.
I'm sorry, you're right. Yes, he was wearing some oversized boots.
Do the boots have straps?
One of them has a lace in it still.
What?
One of the boots has a lace in it still.
Okay, I'll take it off and I'll use it to tie him up, to tie his feet together.
Okay.
Yeah, not tying, success. Hey, whoever speaks Goblin, go ahead, talk to him. I'll put the knife on his throat and ungag him.
Okay, so go ahead and
Um,
position yourselves where you are in relation to the goblin. Reusing this goblin.
Well, we are gonna take him over here.
Over here along the wall.
Yeah. I'm gonna be next to him, pinning him to the wall, holding the throat on his knife, the other way around, holding the dagger on his throat, and I'm gonna expect the rest of the party who speaks Goblin to talk to him.
Okay, so you're holding the
Okay.
knife to his throat, and he's leaned up against the wall. The gag is off.
It's a dagger, so I'm basically pinning the point against his throat.
Okay, with him in between the wall and the dagger, right?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. So he stands
Okay.
there.
Okay. First question: how many clans are down in this cave mine?
Kind of looks at you and you're gonna make
In
an
case
IQ
he
check.
In case he hesitates to
IQ.
answer, I push a little bit on the dagger.
Oh, okay.
Every time.
I failed it by 2.
Okay. You only pick up a word or hear or two, not enough to actually understand what he just said to you, other than human and crow. You heard la 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 human ta 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 the crow, and that's really all you understood. Not enough to really understand what he was trying to communicate.
Oh dear, you're a linguist, huh?
Okay.
Well, keep in mind the goblins, the native goblins, they speak a dialect that the goblins you're familiar with do not speak.
Yeah. Not only that, but I speak a broken goblin, anyways.
On top of it all, right?
Yeah.
This is gonna be fun.
Okay. I don't know. Let's see if we can bait him up to see if he speaks English. Common, I mean.
Okay.
Let's see if we can beat some English into him.
Well, I can definitely stab some English into him.
Hold on, I think I might have something a little bit more less dead making.
So far, I'm talking about pain and bleeding, not
He starts
dead.
to chuckle as you guys don't seem to know what to do with these.
I pin the dagger.
He stops and looks at you.
Okay, do you speak common, scum?
Common. Tongue. And he starts pointing at his boot, chuckling.
Pointing at what?
He's pointing at his boot, his left boot. And you can see he's kind of wiggling. You can see the toe of his shoe move a little as he wiggles his toes, and he's pointing.
Okay, we are not gonna get anything out of him.
Dollars to donuts. There's a tongue inside of that shoe.
Oh yeah.
He's saving it for later.
There's a tongue. And he took these oversized shoes out of a human whom he ate, probably. I thought it would be a good idea to interrogate him, but it doesn't seem like a good idea to me anymore. What do you think, guys?
We can give it the college try.
He's like, tongue. He's pointing.
Oh yeah.
He's pointing at his boot, and you see he's looking a little. And he's pointing again.
Oh, what the hell? You want to take his boot off, or should I?
Well, someone's got to hold him still.
Okay. You keep him still.
Yeah, take
You've
his
already
boot
got
off.
the knife on him. I'll take his boot off.
Alright, you slide the boot off, and his feet smell. It smells like something died inside that shoe. And then when the shoe pops off, something else comes out of the boot, and you realize there is something dead inside the boot.
Is it a tongue?
Yes, it is a tongue.
Who owes me donuts?
And
Feed him with that
he
thing.
points at
Feed him with that thing.
Common tongue, and and he sees as he's doing this motion with his hands, he's making this biting motion. You can see he's got some pretty sharp teeth, but he keeps motioning to pick up.
Yeah.
Is this guy seriously asking me to feed him?
I don't know. I feel like beating him in with an inch of his life at the moment.
I feel like beating him with an inch past of his life. I have
let's get up to
zero,
the inch and then
zero use for
then
this
we'll
guy.
get beyond the
I have a pair of scissors and he's got 10 toes.
I'll end him. It goes nowhere. He obviously doesn't speak common, and we are not gonna be able to talk to him. I'll just end him. As I have him pinned to the wall, I'll just push on the knife, and I'll try to push the dagger so deep that it cuts the spine.
Alright, for the spine portion, you will need a skill check. You're gonna stab him. No question about that.
Yeah, but I'm gonna stab him from side of the neck. Let me.
So you're coming in the back. You're breaking up really bad. I see. Okay. So do you want to turn him around?
No, it's possible to make it from front. I'm gonna basically.
Yeah. I see what
You mean
I understand what
cut
you're
him
saying.
from ear to ear?
Yeah, basically I'm gonna I'm gonna stab him under the ear, going along the skull, all the way down to the spine.
Columna.
Okay.
It's like a quick stab that goes on the bone, and it goes into the spine for sure. It's
Not just mostly dead. Truly dead.
it's gonna paralyze him for sure.
Oh, definitely. I mean, you're definitely not missing. The question is how well you manage to pull it off. And you're gonna get the all out. You're gonna get the bonuses for the maximum for the aim. So we'll say where's it at? Veins and arteries. Spine is -8. So all those bonuses +4, and then
Okay.
5, 6. So you're only looking at -2.
I'll tell you exactly. He's stabilized. He's not moving, which is +4. I'm gonna do it telegraphic, which is another +4. I'm gonna do it. So we are at +8. Spine is minus how much?
-8.
-8. We are
So
back on my
straight.
skill. So it's straight skill at the moment. And I'm gonna do it with +2 damage, like strong.
Okay.
Right? So let's see. My knife skill is, where is it? Here. 13 +8 -8 is still 13. 13. It's a miss.
Okay, so you don't hit the spine, but you cut him from ear to ear. He
Cool.
drops. He starts
Good
gushing blood, and you can see he's just he's kind of trying to chuckle. You see the blood gurgling up at his throat. You see him reach over the tongue, and shoves it in his mouth and starts to gnaw
Well,
it as he dies.
he's gonna die anyway.
You see, you know what? Make perception checks. Perception checks.
I
Who
made
rolled
it
a
by a.
seven?
Yes.
Who rolled a
I
seven?
made.
That's
I
awesome.
did. I made it by a lot.
I made mine by 3.
Okay.
I made mine by 8.
You read his lips and can hear the gurgling to make out him say, "This stupid humans. The crows will feast on your bodies tonight."
Not that. Okay, sorry for this delay. I really thought it would be a good idea to pull some of them out and question them.
No one here is mystical in any way, shape, or form, correct?
No. Your
No.
two magic users are not present.
I'm very mystical. I'm Batman. So
You're
I should
Batman.
I should quit that, right? It starts to be annoying, even to me. So let's get back to the mine shaft.
All right, so I'll move
Okay.
you guys back.
I'm gonna put that one on the put that theory on the back burner there for a minute.
I got lost. I found myself. Okay, back to the ladder, up the ladder, the same tactics with the lantern, and what's here except for the camp filled with human clothes.
Okay. Mixed along in there, you can see jewelry. You can see little scraps of hair. You can see a little pot off in the corner where.
Jewelry.
Yes, jewelry. There's
I'll
a
go.
lot of miscellaneous jewelry.
I'll go through the jewelry not because I would not keep it, but in case I would recognize some piece that belongs to someone from the village.
Okay. So you start picking through it, looking at it methodically, using the lantern to light your way, and um, nothing really comes out at you. A few small pieces seem vaguely familiar. Further down the way, you can see that this is where they are. The end of the shaft seems to be where they've been using as their porta potty, as their restroom corner back here.
Oh, this is so disgusting.
And this seems to be where they are discarding bones and bodies.
Uh-huh.
And is there something leading up this way?
Yes, there is another ladder. There you go. Reveal some more. And once you get to the top, you can decide which direction you want to go.
We can we kind of swing the ladder from here to there?
Sure. And keep in mind,
Okay.
keep in mind in a three-dimensional, if you were looking at it overhead, you would have some room around the edges of the hole to walk around, so you don't necessarily need to move the ladder from one end to the other to get to the other side.
Oh, gotcha. So what's here?
The tunnel seems to be fairly well used. On this side, you can see that this seems to be the side that they use more often than not. This is where they have like little buckets and stuff. You can see that they've got more clothes and stuff here. Down this direction, down the other direction, a lot of heavy rocks, a lot of rubble in there, a lot of dust. Doesn't seem used hardly at all.
Mm-hmm. So which way do we go?
I'm gonna say that we should probably go this way.
What if this is like a back door? It would be good to know. Since it's obviously not as much use, I would go there first and then go the other way to face the horde.
Well, I'm not trying to face any hordes tonight. I mean, we can check it out. We can go a little bit down that way. So if it goes way down, then it might not be worth our time.
Yeah, that's true. Let's
We can, I
proceed
mean,
this way.
we can give it a look to see if it just shoots off and ends or if it goes for a while.
Let's give it 2 minutes. 2 minutes
Okay.
walking this direction.
So you walk a little ways down. It doesn't really take you long. You're crawling over a lot of rocks, and you can see that this part of the shaft isn't going to be standing for much longer. You can see the main structural beams there. They're pretty rotten, pretty bad. And there seems to be painting along the wall as you make your way down.
Uh-huh.
It's in Goblin, so unless you can read Goblin or maybe make it a check, you can't really make out what is written along the walls. And it goes down quite a way, drops down a little bit, and then you see what looks like a cave-in.
How much?
Okay.
How much writing is on the wall?
Well, if it's a check, I failed it.
You know, it's definitely Goblin dialect of some kind. It's an older, definitely an older dialect. You just can't make out. Every now and then, when you think you understand a word, it means something completely different in another text. But it's definitely Goblin. And there seems to be a big, heavy painting on the rock fall.
Is it a lot of writing? A little bit of writing?
It's
Does
not.
it include some pictures?
You know what? Yes, there are some uses, some pictograms along that big rock wall. So I'll give you guys an IQ -4. Wilco, I'll give you an IQ -2 since you are familiar with the Goblin dialect a little bit.
No, I didn't make it.
Oh.
How much did you say, mine for?
-4 for IQ.
Oh dear.
It's sort of like a caveman painting, but a
Have
little
you
more
seen our
complicated.
stats lately? It's fail.
Imagine it more like Egyptian type hieroglyphs. It can get a little complicated depending on what icon is next to it and such. So you know that there's definitely a message here. You're just not quite sure what it is.
Is there
Yeah.
little enough that it would not take me long to copy down what I see for later?
You could probably copy down the big one.
I mean, I don't have to understand it, just like tracing it effectively back on,
as a
on some
cartographer,
paper.
yes, you could probably use your knowledge to easily sketch it out.
I'm not so worried about the big pictures. If the pictograms look like they're part of it, then I'll include as close as I can to it. You know, if it's not going to take too long. If it's going to take a really long time, if there's a lot of writing or it's very, intensive or anything, then I'm not going to worry about it. But if I can scribble it down in a couple of minutes.
You could probably scribble down in about 10 minutes or so.
You know what? Take your time. I'm gonna be guarding the other way. In case something happens, I will come as soon as fast as I can.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'll mark down what I can. What's within my power to mark down. I'm not going to go too nuts on the big paintings or anything like that. But the words, some of the more simple pictograms, as much as close to in order as I can figure of it. I don't know how Goblin reads.
Okay. Yeah, so you start working, quickly sketching it out as fast as you can, getting the basic details. You take about 10 minutes to do that, and you guys continue down the other direction?
No,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna just gonna observe it because we don't want to split here.
Right.
Yeah. And then once I'm done, we can move on. I don't want to make it. I don't want to waste too much time on it, basically.
Gotcha.
But it might be important. That's why I'm saying take your time. I'm gonna guard the other way.
Okay, so Yannick gives you enough time to get down as much detail as you want. So you're gonna get a good gist of it. So what I want you to do is make a Do you have art?
I have cartography. I don't have art.
Do a cartography check at -2.
Oops.
And that'll just give you a basic duplication.
-2. Missed it by 1.
Okay. So you're not sure if you got all the details, the necessary details. With any language, you forget to cross an I or cross a T or whatever, and you might lose the meaning of something. But you think you got enough of it for some of it to be understandable.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys go ahead and you pack up your little box and your ink, and you start heading back in the other direction.
You know what? I'm going to do it. I got nothing better to do right now, and I kind of get a feeling on this. I really want to know what it is. I'm going to burn a point to make that a success.
Okay. All right.
Just a regular success. Just 1 point.
Yeah, no problem. All right. So you catch all the details. You double check it, and you make sure you've got all the details scribed down, and you are pretty sure you've got an exact duplicate of what is written on the walls. And like I said, Yannick gave you plenty of time for you to work out the details and to really make sure you've got it down right. So you know that when you do have time to re-examine it,
this is going to be very important, I believe.
It'll be correct.
Now, onward and upward.
Okay, so it slopes up. It starts to slope up pretty quickly. And you guys make your way, and eventually you see. I know it's not on the map. I drew this one fairly quickly. There's actually some steps hewn into the rock here.
Where are we in location? In location to where we went in? Top of the mountain?
That's going to require some sort of mining or
absolute direction.
Absolute direction. Yes. Good point. You have that advantage, right?
Yep.
You know you're probably about half a mile away from that location. And to the northwest.
Okay. So nearby, just higher up.
Yeah. Like I said, there's some steps over to the right side, and right down the middle, the trail. You can see that they were using at one point ropes and pulleys to pull up the carts along rotten wooden rails that are pretty much unusable at this point. And directly above you, you could see what looks like a rotten wooden floor that's kind of caved in now. And there's debris everywhere of old carts and baskets and stuff. And above you, you can still see the remnants of a roof.
Okay, so Dan, the guy you let go, went this way. Sorry, Wilco. He went this way. Now, your guy didn't stick around and make sure that he didn't come back out of the mine, but he went in.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Well, when we talked to the guy, he said he walked into the mine but didn't follow him.
Right.
Mm-hmm. What's this?
That, like I said, you can see the wooden floor rotten. Whatever this was, this looks like the little mining station where they were pulling stuff up and stuff.
From where we went into the mountain to get to where we would come out on the mountain, would it have been a very difficult climb?
Probably not.
Or would
No.
you just been able to walk up the mountain to get to where we're at?
This isn't necessarily mountain terrain, but it's rocky terrain.
Mm-hmm.
So it wouldn't have necessarily been a difficult climb. It would have been a difficult climb on horse, maybe not so on mule or donkey.
You think that there might be their camp above us?
Well, see, that's what I'm having trouble getting. That's what I'm having trouble on right now. If they,
That's why I'm asking.
if it were a steep cliff or something like that, then it would make sense for them to go through the mine to get up because it's obviously much easier. But I didn't see enough. I don't, correct me if I'm wrong, Alex, but I don't think we saw enough makeshift bedding to host a lot of goblins to make it worth the cavern's worth of like a hideaway or a, I don't know, like a stopover place or something. You know what I mean?
Have you thought about it in a sense of being followed? Going through the mine covers more tracks than going through the terrain,
Yeah, go take
right?
whatever you want.
They might be using the mine to get to their
Yeah.
camp,
Hold on a sec, guys.
so they don't leave too much trails.
Well, yeah, that's what
Yeah,
I'm saying. I
you guys
mean, we
wanna
don't
play
know
over?
what's on
Yes,
the other
let's
side
do
of that. So, I mean, you know,
Let me find out. Let me
my-
find out. Give me 15 minutes.
go right ahead.
Sneak. Do my stealth check, please. I will try to sneak up the stairs and kind of check out this area above us.
Okay. How far out of the shed are you going?
Nowhere. I just take a peek out from the shack in case there's some windows or door or whatever. Basically, I'll check the area around. I won't go any far from the building which is here. This one.
Okay. You make your way up the shed. Did you bring the light with you?
Of course not. So because I forgot it's night outside. So I'll go back and pick up the light.
Okay, so you go back down, you grab the light, you come back up. The first thing you notice immediately is that there's a lot of beddings in here, and you do notice that that there's
I
a lot of.
will be covering the lamp.
Say that again.
I will be covering the lamp with my cloak to dim the light a little, as
Okay.
much as possible, but also not too much so I can see. You know,
Okay.
some.
Yeah, yeah. So you dim it down. You notice that the bedding in here, there. You look around quickly, trying to find anyone sleeping, maybe potential anyone in there. There doesn't seem to be anyone in here. There's probably about 24 beddings in here, but no one in here. What you do notice is that along the walls of this wooden shack, um, there's some more of these hieroglyphs type paintings along the walls, but these seem larger. The ones you were looking at before were probably only about at the tallest, maybe 8 to 10 inches tall each glyph, but these are massive and they're painted along the walls in a very ceremonial like fashion, and even the ceiling is painted in here, and you immediately get the feeling that this room holds some sort of significance. And there are candles along the walls. None of them are lit though, and all of them are placed very methodically.
Uh-huh.
And the doors to this shack have long ago rotted off, and they lead to the outside. And you can hear the sounds of the woods outside, and you can see the snow falling lightly out there.
Okay. What's this direction as far as I can see?
It's pretty darn dark, and you can only see. Where's my ruler? You can only see just a little ways out. Oh, that's not my ruler. There we go. You can only see about 5-6 feet out.
Does it look like there's another part of the camp or something? Like there was someone camping and outside the building?
Peeking out there, you can see very, very dimly lit, like maybe some low burning coals, maybe, of a fire.
Uh-huh.
But beyond that, it's really dark.
Okay, same this way.
Looking down that way, you can see that the woods are cleared a little bit, but not a whole lot. It looks like a lot of heavy snowfall. Like I said, you can only see about 5 feet out. And unless you plan on coming out of the shed, you can't really see a whole lot either. But from what you see, it looks all clear. You don't see anyone out there.
Okay, I'll go back like down here. I
Mhm.
point the lantern to myself so they can see, and I will sign with my free hand like come up.
All right.
Okay.
Ooh, top down.
Oh, damn it. You're not fighting. This
Hang on.
looks like too precisely drawn map to be just for nothing here.
Are you sure?
You wait. Anything you've actually spent time on is going to frighten me at this point.
Damn it.
We're on to you. Is that the
Is it
shed that
so-
we're coming out of?
Is it so blurry on purpose, or it just takes its time to load?
It's a little blurry, but it shouldn't be that blurry. I mean, it should at least be readable. You know what?
Well,
I think I'm sorry.
Even the grid,
I'm
even the
gonna.
grid is a little blurry.
Yeah, the picture is a little blurry because I drew it a little too small. But you know what? I'm sorry. I'm gonna move you guys over. I did this twice, and that was the first one. This was my actual finished. There we go.
Oh dear, you got even the dynamic lights.
I do. I just recently did that, like beginning of this month. It's like $5 a month, dude.
I'll dim the lantern immediately.
Just put it out.
Yeah, I'll just blow it. I'll just blow it.
I'm gonna move him over here to the shed.
And I'm
No,
gonna
don't
swap.
anybody to
I'm gonna swap from lacquer powder. I'll take out the dose of the lacquer powder and I'll put in a dart with viper venom.
Okay, so make sure you carry your lantern with you. Can you see the lantern?
Yes, but I'm gonna blow it. That's what I said.
Oh yeah, I just want to make sure you guys can control it. I'm gonna give it to someone.
I can't pick it up.
I can't.
Give it. I mean, Yannick's
Controlled by
been
all players. There we
using
go.
it the most.
Everyone should be able to move it now.
Is the
No,
lantern the little light source over here?
Over, yeah, there you go.
I can't pick that up.
Me neither.
Let's try again. Let's see, controlled by all players.
Put it into token layer. You might have it on the map
Oh,
layer.
damn. You know what? That's probably a good point. Let me try that. Layer, yes. There we go. Token layer.
Nope.
Nope. Is it token or is it?
Now I seem to have lost it myself. Come on.
Yeah, I just remembered what I did with the last lantern. That was cool.
Do what?
I just remembered how I used the last lantern we had.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I set the goblin on fire. That still can't move it though. You know what? Don't worry about it. As long as you can move it, that's fine.
All right. So
I better see.
All right. So you guys got it.
Tokens.
Can you see your tokens?
No.
No.
Let me give the lantern.
Are they supposed to be right by the lantern?
Okay, I see the tokens.
They should be right.
It's the southern lantern.
I'm still watching the wrong lantern. Of course I can move the lantern, man. Why didn't you tell me?
Oh, I thought we were higher up.
Yeah, that's.
Oh, I'm
that's
sorry.
where I was.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay,
I keep
got
forgetting.
lantern
I keep
now.
forgetting. I can see more than you guys can.
Yeah.
I thought we were up over here on the other side of this fire that we can see. I kept trying to grab that thing. I'm like, what the hell is going on?
Me too.
All right.
Oh, that's cool. I got it now.
All right. So I'm gonna give the lantern to everybody, so everybody should be able to move it wherever you want to. Okay. All right. All good now. So this is where you guys are at. You guys come up with your lantern. Dim it.
Okay. I'm not gonna dim it. I'm gonna leave it inside behind the door.
Okay.
right? And then I'm gonna sneak around the corner here.
Okay.
And I'm gonna change my color so it's more visible.
Okay, can you guys see that fire?
Yeah, man.
Right here?
Where? Yes, yes, okay, yep, yep. Yeah, that's the fire I was telling you guys about. You can see that there's two goblins next to it. One of them appears to be throwing logs into the fire currently. And
Which one?
That's cool.
this one right here is throwing wood into the fire. And he is...
Okay.
I'll rotate the goblins in the direction they are facing. Like this one right here is currently not facing you guys. He is facing the fire. This one is the only one potentially facing you, and he is looking into the fire, and he seems to be tossing something into a pot.
So I guess we ambush them, huh?
I'm sorry, say that again?
We
Oh,
have
gotcha.
a few. Let me get up here where everybody is. We have a few options, but they're going to go away pretty quick. That's going to flare up when they throw it in, so that's going to be the best time to go at them.
Yeah, well, we
But-
can try to sneak around them, but we don't know the area. We don't see anything. So let's take these two out as fast as possible and move to the other source of light, because that seems like something of importance to me.
I'm gonna
Oh,
give
well, I'm out of anything ranged. Let's see.
Oh, let me try to repeat the thing so we can. No, that's not gonna work. Well, it might. Let me see. What did I say? Viper venom. Okay. This is. Never mind. I'm not gonna change it anymore. I just expect that we are gonna ambush them.
What's in the on the ground around us? I know there's a lot of rotted wood back in there. What else? Is there anything of any significant weight? Not heavy, but bird size,
there's a lot
rocks,
of-
things like that.
Oh, there's rocks everywhere. There's
Uh-huh.
heavy rocks everywhere, little rocks. There's lots of
Little
fragments
rocks.
of metal from the old mines. Yeah, keep in mind, this was an old
Okay.
mine shaft. They were pulling out ores, so there's rocks everywhere.
I say we take
Debris and metal.
something and pitch it. You guys cannot see this. I'm pinging, but it's in the dark, so no one can see it.
Use your arrow. Use your ruler.
I'm quite good at throwing rocks, actually. Let me see.
I accidentally drew on this thing.
Oh, you're fine.
Okay. I'm gonna take a small rock.
You still can't see it with the ruler. It doesn't go over the dark.
Well, my strength is a little.
The ruler will give you a good idea. Just say how far you want to throw it.
Well, not far, but outside of the light. If the top of the map is north, outside of the light to the east of this campfire.
Okay.
I mean, if we can get them to look away, we can skirt around this building and around on the west side of it and get to where we're going up there.
Yeah, the problem is we don't have any source of light. We are gonna be stumbling around.
Well, not if we just skirt the edge of their light, the campfire, once they're not paying attention in it or run off into the dark to find out what made the noise. We can skirt the edge of it here.
If we manage to get down silently, it just might work as well. and
On
we don't
this
have
side.
to worry about them anymore. Okay, I'll switch.
Yeah.
I'll switch to that's the expensive one. I'll switch to Curare dart. I'll take full aim at the closer one. Right?
Mm-hmm.
How far is he?
As he's
1,
doing this,
2,
I'm going to
3,
aim,
4, 5,
equip my
6,
crossbow.
7, 8. I'll do a
Okay, so you take your
step.
crossbow out.
Yeah. You know what? Don't you want to put us on the turn order?
Yeah, we can do that.
And make it 4 seconds turn so everyone has a chance to explain what is he gonna do for a preparation for next 4 seconds, and then we are gonna go ahead and just
Yeah, start thinking about what you want to do. And as I get this in order.
cool.
Keep in the damn fire.
Was the fire, before he's throwing logs on it, was the fire going or was it burning down?
It was starting to burn down, and the goblin over here is
Like-
currently adding wood to the fire. But it
Going
hasn't-
to coals burn down or just less flame go burn
less
down?
flame. It's very, very low.
So when that gets going, we'll have more light?
Yes. And it'll only take a minute or two for the fire to kick back up.
Mm-hmm. I'm just double checking.
Got it?
Yep.
Cool, that's what I do. Next.
Okay. All right. Let me. I don't think I've actually named this token. There we go. Let me see. Yannick, your move is 6.
No, my move is 5, but my basic speed is 6.
Yeah, that's what I meant, basic speed. And then Max and yours is 5. And then Wilco is 5.5. And then I know what the goblins are. Where are we? Okay.
I'll start that.
Why does he keep zeroing out people? Max and is
You need
5.
to enter it. You just don't you cannot click, you need to enter it in.
Yeah, that's what I did. Okay. Now it's good. Okay. All right. So let me move these up and down where they need to be.
When you type in the number, you need to push enter.
Okay. So you can't just. That's kind of retarded. But okay. Cool. Good to know. All right. We're in proper turn order. These guys, I'm assuming we skip right over them because they are unaware of your presence. So we go to Yannick with a move of 6 right now. So we assume that all that is taking place. So go ahead and make your skill check. Are you aiming for a particular spot?
Well, that's something I need to find out. Is he wearing anything?
They don't seem to be affected by the weather, so no, he's not wearing much of anything. He's wearing basically what the other one was wearing you captured, well, minus the boots. He's wearing just a simple loincloth, and that's really about it.
Just the loincloth. I like these kind of targets.
They're bare
1,
skinned,
2,
nearly
3,
butt
4,
naked
5,
in the snow.
6. Okay, it's 7, which is -3. I got full aim, which puts me to 21. -3 is 18.
What are you aiming for again?
Torso. He's
Okay,
not
torso,
wearing any
gotcha.
armor. So it's 18. Is there a... No, there's not.
So the only thing you're going to look at is for range.
Only range. No,
Yep.
no light modifier.
Oh well,
Fully
yeah, you can see him fine. No light modifiers because he's right in front of the fire. I'm going to say that
Okay.
that's not going to really apply because, like I said, you're going to get all the ambient light from the fire right there.
So my effective skill is actually 18. It's a hit.
Okay, he's 6 yards away. Did you account for the -3 for range?
Yes, that's why it was
Okay.
18. Otherwise, it
Cool.
would be 21.
All right, so it's a success. I'm gonna give him an IQ check to see if he realizes he's even been hit. Since it's roll damage first. Roll damage. 'Cause you
1.
very well might do enough damage to make him notice. 1 point of damage, so I'm gonna give him an IQ check.
1 piercing minus, which is 1.
Does not seem to notice. In fact, he doesn't even scratch. You see the dart still sticking out of the back of his shoulder, and he just kind of cocks his head as it hits him. And you see him reaching over into the fire, and you see him poking around in the fire a bit with a stick, and he's just kind of crouched there on, almost squatting in the snow.
Okay, I put the effect of this Viper Venom in the chat and next.
Say that again.
So
Oh, okay, gotcha.
check the chat.
After delay 1d seconds to make a head roll and resist. Okay, cool. All right, so here's 1d6 then. I need to make a thing with roll 1d6. Okay, so 4 seconds. Failure inflicts make a health roll. Here's his health roll. Let me see, what is his health?
It's gonna take those seconds, so probably there's gonna be other people doing stuff before this takes effect.
So he fails his health check. 1d toxic. Wow.
As I said, this is gonna take effect after 4 seconds.
Well, right.
So,
I mean, like I said, we're not really quite in combat time right now since they are unaware of you guys are there. So you see, he kind of gets nauseated. Oh. He stands up. He kind of shakes a little. And he kind of drops to the snow, and he starts shouting at the other goblin something in goblin. And the other goblin, he's just laughing. You see, he kind of throws back into the snow as he's laughing at his companion, who seems to be dying in the snow now. And his companion kind of crawls around over here and starts poking at him with a stick that's on fire, and just poking at him as the guy's, trying to reach towards his back. He's holding his gut. He's Wilco.
That's all that's supposed to happen with that poison?
He's gonna continue to take damage. Success reduces. Oh no.
No, this one doesn't.
I think that's it. That's it. Yeah. 6 points of damage is considered like a major wound, though.
Yeah. He's stunned, basically.
Okay. Well, I guess I'm gonna aim at the crossbow and do a body hit on the other goblin. Now, how far away is he?
Oh,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. -3.
-3. It's terrible. No, I miss it by a mile.
God damn
Ooh,
it.
wow. Well, hey, I was gonna say, keep in mind when you guys catch your opponents by surprise like this, aim. You get +3 for every second, or I'm sorry, +1 for every second, and then your accuracy mod. Your accuracy modifier first, and then the +3. So whatever the
And
accuracy modifier, I think
you
it's
had
+2.
4 seconds. You had 4 seconds to aim.
Right.
So you've got plus, and
True.
you've got crossbow. Crossbow has mine +3, so you actually had +5.
Right. So you get 4 turns of aiming.
Then I still would miss it by 1. Then.
Well, then,
Okay. +5 minus 3, so it would be your effective +2, which makes it, yeah, 15, you got 6, yeah, okay.
okay, so it's a near miss. I'm gonna give him an IQ check. Well, you know what? No, I'm not gonna give him an IQ check. He's not even facing. Well, I'll give him an IQ check, but he's negatives. No, negatives kill it. So he doesn't notice the bolt that goes flying by his head as he's busy laughing and poking at his companion who's dying. And you can see him reach over and grab an ankle, and you see he's kind of licking at an ankle as his companion's trying to shake him off. And he seems to be curled up in the snow, kind of crying and kicking, holding his stomach as he kind of dry wrenches.
So that other goblin's either about to eat him, or I don't know.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't go so far when Alex says that we are not gonna do it in 1 second turn order, but it's still combat, you know. It's not theater.
All right, Nax.
I got nothing ranged.
Okay.
So short of just running in there, which I'm not gonna do, I got nothing. I'm just gonna stay out of the way
Okay, so
for
you're
the
effectively
time being. Yeah,
so Goblin 2.
I got nothing. I don't have anything to wait for. So
I'm gonna give Goblin 2 an IQ check, but he's gonna be negatives again. He's roll 5 or below, which he does not do. He's heavily distracted. And then we go back to Goblin 1, who is I'm gonna give him a will check to see if he can. No, he fails his will check. He's gonna continue and lay there in the snow and whimper,
Yeah, he's still
holding
stunned.
his gut
Nice.
as he tries to kick off his companion. Yannick, what are you doing?
Okay, I'm gonna draw a dose of lacquer powder, and with step forward, I will load the blowpipe with the lacquer powder.
Okay, I'm gonna roll you a stealth check. What's your stealth?
My stealth is 15,
Okay.
and I did only 1 step, so I shouldn't get any.
Right, yeah, no modifiers.
Any penalties.
Actually, you'll get bonuses because it is dark, and they're going to get negatives because they are distracted. And then for one of them, and then for the other one. Okay, so you step forward and you reload, and then we'll go ahead and have you fire since we're kind of in combat time again. You know, it's not quite 1 second.
I'm not gonna do. It's too far for the powder to.
Okay,
to
so you're just gonna
use.
wait. So Wilco,
I'm
you know.
basically.
Go ahead.
I just do a step and reload the blowpipe at the moment.
Okay, cool. Wilco, you know Yannick is creeping through towards them slowly. You can't really see him, though. Are you doing anything?
No, I'll let this pan out.
Okay, you could reload your crossbow if you like.
Yeah, I guess I will do that.
Okay, that's going to take you a couple of turns anyway, so.
Yeah.
Next, you continue to wait. So we go to Goblin 2. I'm going to give him another IQ. Well, you know what? No, I already gave him an IQ check during Yannick's turn, so he doesn't get anything. So he's going to actually, you see at this point, he's actually starting to gnaw on his friend's ankle. And you see he's actually drawing blood. You can see his ankle, the blood dripping into the snow. And his companion starts to try to kick him off. And he's not letting go. You can see him chuckling as he's biting. Goblin 1, give him another will check. I'm gonna give him a bonus now since he is injured. No, he failed again. 15. That's horrible. Alright, so Yannick, you are reloaded and you are one move closer, or you're one step closer.
Okay, I'm gonna do a stealth check because I'll be doing. Okay, this is something you need to allow. Okay, my plan is to do 3 quick steps, as quick and as silent as possible, but I'm trying to do all-out attack at the same time.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Basically, my plan is to move here and blow darker powder into this guy's face.
Okay.
I'm kind of trying to be a ninja at the point.
Yeah, dude, go for it. All right, so -2 to the stealth for moving 3. And I can roll that. What's your stealth again?
15.
15. All right, so here we go. Excellent. So you go creeping through the snow. The snow seems to help you. Keep in mind that over the fire crackling and the goblin laughing, you seem to get up there without any noise at all. And so now you just need to make a strike. Since you did move more than one, however, it's considered a wild, so you need to your roll to hit.
No, it's all-out attack. That's why I did that as I did. It's all-out attack.
Okay, well either way, your roll to hit maximum.
Yes, but it's not gonna be wild swing. It's gonna be all-out attack determined with +4 to hit.
+4 to hit? Oh, okay, that's right, with a melee weapon.
Yeah, because it's considered melee.
Right. Yeah, only range gets the. Yeah, I got you. Go ahead.
The description of the blowpipe says that when you're using powder, it's considered a melee attack. So it's +4, +2 because of the description of the blowpipe, which brings us to 17 +6, 23 -5 for face is 18 again. It's a hit.
Okay, so you hit him right in the face.
You want the effects of the lacquer powder?
Yes, please. If you have that readily available.
Yeah, I got it right in front of me. Lacquer powder, blah blah blah. It has 2 effects actually, because when I blow it into his face, it takes both effects, respiratory and contact. So this might be a little too long, but I'll try to put it in there anyway. Let me see.
Well, since you I was gonna say, since you blew it in his face, it's the respiratory one that you use, not the 10-second roll.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, as a contact agent,
Yeah,
you use the 10-second delay. So yeah.
But,
so it's in his face.
You're using the respiratory agent. HT -4.
As a respiratory
as we found
agent,
out last
no
time.
delay. Okay.
The HT +4 is actually supposed to be -4. I found out on forums. We already had this situation before.
Oh, right. Yeah. In fact, we'll continue to go by it. Send that to me so that way I can print it out and throw it in my low-tech book. So anyway, here we go. I'll check for him.
And because of the coughing and sneezing, he's gonna be at -3 to dexterity and IQ for as long as he keeps coughing and sneezing.
Okay, so he fails his health check.
Or toxic damage.
4 points of toxic damage. And now he is kind of rolling around in the snow, coughing and hacking. And I'm going to give him an IQ check at -4 for the amount of damage he just took. He does not seem to notice you in the darkness. He's coughing and sneezing, shaking his head.
Now I'm gonna go chew on his ankle.
And he just took 4 points of damage. Okay.
Next.
What are you guys doing now? Let's see.
I
We are
think
now
it's-
to Wilco.
I guess I'm going to get my mace out and start to approach. Going to bash your head in, I guess.
Okay. Now, you guys, did you guys see the light go up a little bit?
Doesn't really look like
The
it.
campfire?
No, I did not notice.
Okay, I don't know if I did that right. I can't, like I said, I can't really see.
No,
What
I
you
think
guys
the light
see?
is still same.
But
But
move this back out of the way.
this is the lantern. It's in here.
Oh, no, I'm at the campfire. The campfire should have gone up.
No,
a little
the
bit.
campfire. Yeah, the campfire did go up some.
Okay, good, good.
It did. It went up a couple of hexes. So with them, I mean, they're both essentially out of combat. Are we still in turn at this point?
No,
Well,
not
they
at
are
this
still
point.
alive.
They're still alive, but right now they are not aware of you. So until then, until you guys get close enough, and they make an IQ check. So I'm gonna roll, and again for them 2, 1. 12. Okay. The one
Okay.
hit with the sneezing powder doesn't seem to notice either one of you. He seems to be scrambling away now. This one, however, notices Wilco, or not Wilco, I'm sorry, Yannick, and give him a will check. He is attempting to get up, but doesn't seem to be making a very good success of it. As he gets up, you can hear him say something. He's looking at Yannick, and he says something in Goblin. You can't understand him, but he says something as he's crawling towards him.
Is that? Can you see where I pinged at?
Yeah.
Is that a wall? What was that?
Oh, sorry.
There was something gray there.
That was this. That was the speed
Oh, okay. It was just outside the edge
I'm gonna
of the
move this
light.
out of the way.
Yeah.
There we go.
Anyway.
All right, so in this goblin, he's actually going to make an attempt to lunge at Yannick. He has -4 since he's on the ground. He fails, but he does lunge and miss. Sorry, let's go
He's
back
on the ground.
There we go. Now we're at the beginning of the round. Sorry.
Okay. So he's prone, trying to what? Trying to sweep
He-
my feet or what?
He tried to jump on you. He tried to bite you. And you see, he's still gripped.
Uh-huh.
And he's still hurt. He's still badly hurt. He just took 6 points of damage.
Okay. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna ready the. Are we in 1 second order or
Yes.
not?
Now we're going to go by 1 second. Or by
Okay.
actual turns. So
Okay. I will. He's on the ground. Do you allow me to do all-out attack double and trade the first attack for ready?
yes. You know what?
That's-
It's make a dex check for the ready portion though.
Let's check. Well, I'm thinking if it's worth it, the risk, because I wouldn't have any active defense then.
Right.
No, I'm not gonna do. I'm gonna do a step. Well, he could start yelling. Wilco's close. I'm gonna step back and I'm gonna. Small sword.
Did you catch that? Oh, there we go. Okay. Okay, so you step back and you're ready. So now we go to Wilco.
Yep.
All right, Wilco, you're up.
I'm gonna approach and swing my mace at him.
You're gonna throw your mace at him?
No, swing.
Oh, okay.
I'll approach and attack him with my mace.
1, 2.
Okay.
Yeah, move and attack. I was trying to find the
It's a hit.
Yeah, he's prone, so you're
attack
getting bonuses
things.
as well because he's prone. So it is a hit. So, and I'm gonna give him a chance to dodge. However, I'm gonna give him my Q check to see if he even notices you. It's dark. Oh, you're carrying a lantern. He notices you, so I'm not gonna bother. But he does get a dodge. He's negative because he's prone. He fails his dodge. So you hit
10
him.
damage. I do 10 damage.
10 damage. Wow.
No,
that's not.
goblin.
You rolled. Okay, gotcha.
Did I do it wrong?
No, you got it. You got it. I'm sorry. Yeah, 10 points of damage to Goblin 1. And you basically, you know what? I'm going to do something real fast. Because I actually have... Man. Where did it drop? There we go. Can you guys see that?
It's a skull something.
Right. I'm going to blow it up a little. If you right-click on it, go to multi-sided, and then click random side. Wilco. That will give you a random roll on it.
Okay. Okay, right click on it and then what?
Right-click, scroll to multi-sided.
No, he cannot do any scrolling. It's only option for a GM.
He should be able to. I made it available to the players.
There's no scrolling.
I see this bar, but there's nothing. I see this little bar, but I can't scroll anything.
Yeah,
Oh,
nothing.
Okay.
Oh,
maybe I can only roll from the token, and you guys can just roll from it. Period. Okay, I'll roll from it. No
Yeah.
big. All right.
So it was move and attack, so it's like random.
Do what? He was attempting to dodge, and Wilco didn't declare like a body part, so he's just like swings down at him. The guy tries to dodge. He scrambles away, and you catch him right on the leg, and his leg is bent in the completely wrong direction. You crack it right at the femur.
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
I mean, and from that point on, he lets out a shriek from hell, just
That's what we didn't want.
His leg is just snapped right in half, and you can see bone and blood starting to pour out as it seeps into the snow.
That's it for sneaking.
I hit his leg so hard it liquefied the bone.
Oh, it. You pretty much minced his leg where you hit it. And you consider him pretty much down. Well, I mean, his leg is crippled, but he's still potentially combat ready, but at this point, he's not going to be able to reach anybody. So
Yeah.
we'll mark him with red. Okay. Next.
This guy is scrambling off?
Yeah. Now that he hears his partner scream and the mace, he hears the bones just pulverate as it smacks into the meat. He recognizes the sound. So he is now aware that people are behind him as he glances back. He's still sneezing, trying to get a hold, trying to breathe properly. You can hear him breathing heavy. So what are you guys doing?
Well, shit.
Keep the order.
I don't.
You there, Derek?
I am, yeah. I'm moving.
Oh, okay.
It's really all I can do. I mean, I can't run up and get him with anything good, and I'm in a flanking position now.
Okay. Goblin number 2, which is the one who is currently trying to crawl away. I'm going to give him another will check, which he actually makes it. So he stands, or he comes to a kneeling position. So next turn, he'll actually be able to get up and run. Goblin number 1, we'll give him a will check, which he fails. He goes unconscious.
Good.
Okay.
So I'll mark him with an X.
We hear anything else after that scream from anywhere else?
Make a perception
After
check.
1 second.
Perception checks at this point, everybody. This is just hearing, not vision.
Success.
By 2?
I missed it by 1.
Just to remind you, this guy, he's got the coughing and sneezing effect on him still.
Right, yeah.
He can't use stealth. He's at -3 to all dexterity and IQ rolls, and I believe he can't do any complicated actions.
Yeah, that's fine.
Like long term or long sprints or something like that.
You, who made your perception checks?
I did.
Me,
Okay. Those who made your perception checks, you can hear somewhere someone whispering in the dark, Shashin? Shashin? It was definitely someone speaking Goblin. Well, Wilco, you could actually make a check to see if you understand what he is trying to say.
IQ?
Yeah.
please succeed.
No. I failed
Well,
with 2.
you missed the hearing. You missed the perception roll anyway, so you didn't hear
Oh,
it.
you're right, he did.
Where are we?
Wait.
We're back at
this
the top.
guy's turn, and
That one is unconscious.
so it's my turn.
Yeah, he crawled away one. Oh, crap. Moved the wrong thing again. He crawled one away. Oh, damn it. There.
Put it to a map player. Put the fire into a map player. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If I make a step, I make it 5. Fast draw dagger. Success. I of course drop the walking stick. And Let me see. I just throw the dagger at the torso of the goblin. He's crawling. He's prone.
Yes. Or no, I'm sorry.
Okay.
He's on his knees at this point. He's gonna be able to. He's gonna actually be able to get to his feet next turn.
So, is there some penalty to hit him,
No, not at this point.
except for distance? Okay, then. So, I don't want to lose that dagger. 5 is -3, so it's gonna be. I'm gonna do it as all-out attack with +1, with 1 step forward, which brings me to 16 -3 is 13. It's a hit,
Okay.
and because
It is
he's
from
crawling
behind.
this direct.
Yeah, it's from
He's
behind, so he's not even expecting an attack. He's not he's not aware that he's being attacked. So just roll your damage.
Okay. Yeah, this is the funny part. My damage with thrown dagger is 1d6 -4, minimum 1. 1d6 -4.
Okay,
Which
so
is
1 point of
1
damage.
times impaling after the
Is it impaling or is it piercing?
dagger. It's impaling.
Okay.
My blowpipe darts are piercing. My dagger is impaling.
Okay, so it does 2 points of damage.
Yeah.
Mark it down, and he is down 2 more points. And now we go to Wilco.
Yeah.
And you see Yannick just
The,
threw a dagger right into this goblin's back. Hit him square in the back, and you can see he's starting to bleed from the knife, and he reaches back as he's trying to grab it, but he's still trying to come up to his feet as well.
I guess I'm going to make a move and attack at this one, and I'm going to do a cold shot this time on his
Okay.
You
face.
cannot.
You can.
No, I can't.
You can do a move and attack. It's just that you suffer some pretty heavy penalties. The best you can roll
Okay,
is
I
a 9 or
do.
below. But with a face attack,
Ah.
you're already looking at like a -5. So
Oh, okay. Well, then I'll just do a move and attack then.
okay, so a move and attack. So roll. So it's a
No,
miss.
don't make that.
That's okay. I mean, he's not facing you
Miss.
anyway. So we go to Naps. So Wilco just ran up to this guy, swung, completely missed, and this goblin's still reaching back, trying to catch the dagger. Doesn't even realize he's been swung at this point on his knees as he's trying to come up to his feet in the snow.
I will 2, 3, 4. There we go. I'm just moving into position better.
Okay. Make a perception check for me.
How much do you want me to make it by?
How much did you make it by? That looks like a lot.
I made it by 9.
By 9. Wow. Okay. You know, because you heard the snow crunching under the feet, that there is someone over this direction. You can pinpoint them. Unfortunately, can you see pings in the dark?
If you're on the edge, it's very, very faint. If you're on the edge of the light, so
Can you see?
I saw that.
Okay.
I saw that.
It was
yeah.
me.
Well, I saw Yannick's then. I saw red.
Okay. Yeah.
It was over this way though, is where I saw it.
Right over here, in that area. You know there's someone over there.
Over here?
Yes.
Okay. And all that running, I can't grab anything off my person, correct, at this point?
Depends on what it is.
It's a pouch
You
on
can
my
grab a
belt
pouch off your belt. Yeah.
full of caltrops.
Yeah, you could do that.
I just have it in my hand.
Okay.
I'm good right there.
All right, Goblin number 2, who is trying to come up to his
Unconscious.
feet. I'm gonna give him another will check, see if he makes it all the way up. Does not make it up to his feet. He's still struggling to get the knife out of his back. He's on his knees. He's 1 foot up, 1 knee down. And IQ check. He does not make it. He's too busy sneezing. He's still coughing. He's got this knife in his back. He doesn't know what's going on. He's just completely confused. And he's trying to make it from what it looks like. He takes another crawling again. Makes another crawling movement towards towards
Put that bloody
There we go.
Spitfire
Finally
in
I
a-
got him.
in a
You know,
map
he's moving this way.
layer.
He's moving towards this light. All right, so moving on to Goblin number 1, who is out. We're going to move him out of the combat sequence now. Yeah, that's the one. So Yannick, you are up.
It's quick and simple because my hands are empty now. I will pick up my walking stick with a step here.
Okay. And we go to Wilco. You just took this wild swing at this goblin. Sorry, I think I moved the goblin too far ahead. He only moved 1 ahead. He did his step. So, and he's crawling on his knees, trying to get away. What are you doing? You're actually at step and attack range now.
Now you can make the call shot.
Yeah.
And since he's on
How
his
much
knees,
do I get against me for the call shot?
Normally a headshot would be -5, right? But he's on his knees, not to mention he is a goblin, so I'm going to say it's only -2 because he's a smaller dude. So if you just do like a bat swing type, you could do a headshot for -2.
Yeah, I made that.
Holy crap. All right. I am going to give him an IQ check, but because he's under the influence of the dust, he probably will not notice the swing. Plus, you're coming at him from behind, so it's additional negatives. Basically, I got a crit on an IQ check, on a perception check, which he does not do. So, no defense, roll damage.
Okay. That's +5. 7.
7 points
damage.
of damage to the skull. Basically, you cave in the side of his head. You hear the
Good.
skull crunch. You feel it reverberate through the mace. And he just collapses and falls into the fire a little bit.
Okay. Oh, I'm gonna, since that's over, I'm gonna move over to the incapacitated goblin and cave his head into.
Okay.
Well, it's not necessarily over. There might be someone around, but let's give Naxan his turn, and then me, and then we will see.
All right, so we go to Nax. Now, you heard the footsteps, and you heard the couple of turns before, you heard someone, cha-ching, cha-ching. So you're pretty sure that's someone over there walking their way slowly towards the fire, calling out quietly.
I'm still here. Give me just 1 second. How far are you? 1, 2, 3-ish from me? Hey, Wilco.
Yeah.
I got one more. I got one more coming in the dark from behind us. And I'm going to
Okay.
turn towards it and wait to see what it is.
Okay.
What I'm waiting for, if it's something coming in, whether it's walking or running.
And what are you doing if you see something?
Well, yeah, if it's something coming in, walking or running towards me, I'm going to pitch the caltrops down in front of it to
Okay.
immobilize it.
All right, so throw. All right,
Yeah.
so Goblin 2 is out, so I'm gonna delete him. Put him there. So Yannick, you're up. You picked up your walking stick.
Full move as I just did.
Okay, cool. So you move forward, full move. Make a perception check, Derek.
By one.
By one. Okay, he failed the stealth. You catch a glimpse of someone moving in the shadows right over here. He seems to be crawling on all four through the snow, and he's looking directly at you.
Okay. As soon as I see him, that's gonna trigger my. If he's coming towards me, that's gonna trigger my
No, he's not
weight.
coming towards you directly. He's strafing to the side.
Oh yeah, cool.
He's
I'm
heading.
gonna pitch him in front of him.
I don't know if you can see that arrow.
Towards this. It looks like there's a tree over here.
Yes, that
Towards
is a
this
tree. He's moving
Yeah.
towards the tree,
I'm gonna.
but he's looking at you, so he's kind of like crab walking.
Yeah. I'm gonna pitch him in front of him, in front of the direction he's moving.
Okay.
I'm just. Hey guys, I got more over here.
All right, that's roughly 5 yards away, so -2 to a throwing check.
So that's Dex,
So
not
it's
so
gonna
good.
be +4. If he's throwing stuff on the ground, if he's like lobbing it, he gets +4.
What's your skill for throwing? Because
Hello?
It's basing off my Dex. So throwing defaults to Dex -3, and then I need another, and then I get another -2, and then I get a +4. So
Right.
Dex -1. Made it by 5.
Okay, so you got them in the general direction, or the spot you were hoping to get it at. But again, it's dark, so you can't really see over there. Wilco,
I know what I'm hoping for.
you're up, Wilco.
I'm going to wait until I see, and once I see the creature, then I'm going to move in this direction.
Okay. Next.
Oh, I get to go again.
Oh wait, I don't know why you get to go again. Why did
Well, that was my weight.
Oh,
from the
that's right.
last
You
one.
triggered your weight, so it goes to Yannick now.
No, he triggered his weight, so now it's his regular turn.
You don't get 2 turns in a turn.
Of course you do. He had weight. He triggered his weight, which counts as his last turn, so now he should get his regular turn.
We'll go by it for now, but I don't think that's how it's supposed to work.
No, it is exactly how it's supposed to work. If I wait now and something triggers my wait, I still get my next turn.
So we'll go by it for now. Like I said, I don't have a problem with it now. But like I said, I'll double check it just to make sure.
problem.
I'll double check just to make
Just
sure.
drop next and yeah, I'm 100% positive that's how it works.
Yeah, like
What
I said,
he
don't
did-
worry about it. Let's go for it.
Cool. I will withdraw the dagger from this guy.
So next, what are you doing? Since your weight was triggered, and you got that one, so it goes back to you.
Throw some I mean, throw some light over here. I mean, I've already got my hook ready. I can't not have it ready, so I don't need to ready anything.
Yeah, you just
I'm
can't
staying
see it. Yeah.
faced. I'm staying faced on the goblin that's trying to creep around us, and calling back to you guys. Guys, get some light over here. Throw a log, something.
Okay, so Frank talking's free action. So are you doing
Yeah,
anything?
I mean, no, I mean I don't really have anything to do. I'm not going to rush off into the dark. I can't see.
Okay.
I'm staying where I am.
Go to the goblin. 2, 3. Give him a stealth check.
Can he stealth past me if I've already seen him?
It's
You
dark.
can lose him.
Right, exactly. It's dark, and he's seeking cover behind random things, bushes and rocks and stuff like that. So he's not, necessarily beelining for where he's going.
Okay.
So there's a potential for you to lose him.
And don't forget my caltrops out there.
Oh shoot, that's right. I wanna.
I'd have to look them up to see exactly how they work, but they're kind of a pain in the ass.
He made a perception check, so he doesn't. He steps right over them, or maybe he just steps around them or whatever. For whatever reason, he doesn't seem to step on them because in fact, you need to make a perception. Oh, you did 7. How much did you make your perception by?
Which one? The first one when I saw him? The one when I heard him?
You need to make one. I'm sorry, make another one right now.
I need another one. 8.
Cool. You beat him by 3, so you hear him, and you catch a glimpse of him again moving. He is under the tree now.
Well, I don't know if this is out of turn or not, but I'm wanting to just stay facing on him every time I find him.
You just move. You move to face him again.
Yeah, I'm keeping position. I'm just staying faced on him.
Okay, Wilco.
Okay, I can see him, so I'm gonna.
That's the one bad thing about the dynamic lighting. I can't really see what you guys can see. It doesn't really radiate light very well for the GM.
My vision, now that Wilco's moved over, ends right here.
Okay.
That's as far as I can see. And up here, it's actually closer in. Right here.
Okay, so Wilco does his full move. So you guys can now see the goblin a little better. Or maybe see him a little bit. Alright, so, and now we go to, did I miss? No, I guess it's Nax again. That doesn't...
Am I getting, is he, so he's under the tree over here?
Yes, he's under the tree. He's crouched down low. He's almost crawling across the snow.
What is he doing? And Wilco, you can see him too. You've got him also.
Yeah, I see him.
You're facing him.
Yep.
Well, that's about it.
Okay, so you move to face him again. Yannick, you are up.
So I got my dagger.
Yep.
So I got dagger in left hand and my walking stick in the right hand. Okay, I do a step forward and seize the dagger.
And what the dagger? Okay, step and ready. Cool. All right. Goblin number 3. Let's see. 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, Boy, you've got a light, though. Yeah, we're going to do that. Wild attack.
I don't know where this fits in, but this is what's up with the caltrops.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm going to actually mark where they're at.
So depending on how long he was in the area where I threw him, it's a roll every second to not step on him. And he can either watch me or watch the floor, or he gets a negative.
Okay, they are in... Oh, crap. That is not what I wanted to do. That's the hex they're in. He's going 1, 2, 3,
Oh, there he is.
4, and he's doing a wild swing. Basically, he's trying to grapple Wilco with the lantern. I've got to roll a 9 or below. Fails. So Wilco, you are up. He just lunged at you and attempted to grab and bite you.
Yeah, I'm going to do a determined all-out attack.
Whoo, okay.
Oh dear.
That gives you what, +2 to your skill check.
+4.
Is it +4? +4
Yeah.
is skill.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. It's +2 to
+4.
damage if you hit. If you do the all. Okay, gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
So +4, so that would make that a
Are you calling a shot or are you
An
just
8.
swinging?
I was just swinging. I wasn't calling,
Go for it.
and I hit.
Okay, so
I make my hit. I make my check.
all right, so random.
Do I have to?
Oh,
Ooh.
the random roll loves you.
Why is it random?
What
I don't
would my
get it.
damage?
It's determined all-out attack. If he doesn't call a location, it's automatically torso. Why would it be random? Random is only move and attack.
No. If you don't call a location, it's random.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, there's different approaches.
Right. A lot of GMs will do the default torso. I do default torso only if the player lets me know that's what they normally do. I mean, you can play it that way too. Anyway.
I do 6 times 2, 12.
Right. So 6 points of damage. Subtract 2 for the skull goes to 4, and then that times by. Then that multiplies by times 2. So yeah, dude, don't even. He goes down with a nasty, crunchy, wet sound.
Okay.
So he is down and dead and just bleeding all over the snow. So what are you guys doing from this point?
I
Head
don't
to
know.
the source of the light on the north.
Anything else?
I don't know. Right now seems like a good time to call it. It's getting a little late
Yeah.
for me.
Yeah, no, it is. It's like 1 o'clock here. I don't know about you guys.
Any other?
There's one here too.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. I want to make sure that we're okay. Is there any other noise or anything else creeping up on us?
No. It seems pretty quiet at this point.
Okay, let's call it the day. Sounds good to me.
All right, guys, cool. I don't know when Sean and Jeff are going to be back, but we should probably. I don't know if you guys are available, but I was thinking maybe we could try to wrap this part next week this coming Saturday on the 3rd, if you guys are available.
Cool.
I think I am
fine with
available.
that.
And we could make it like a small session, like maybe like a little 2-hour session just to wrap it up that way. Next time, when Sean and Jeff jump in, they won't have to sit out a whole session. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that
Yeah.
sounds like a good plan.
If I remember correctly, I think I have to work late that night,
Mm-hmm.
which means I probably wouldn't get home till about 11.
I'm
I don't
fine
have a-
with
I-
that. I mean,
I
it's
personally
Saturday.
don't have a problem playing after that, but if you guys wanted to start early like we normally do, I wouldn't be able to do that. I'm pretty sure. I'll let you know for sure, Alex, but I'm pretty sure I close that night.
Okay.
At work.
Well, like I said, I'm good with that. I don't know about the rest of you guys. I know some of you guys are in different time zones as well. So
See, I'm in your time zone, so
cool.
I'm good with that.
Like I said, it won't be a long session. Just something to quickly catch us up and finish this up. I intended this to go a little faster, but I kind of slowed things down a
Derek,
little
what
bit.
time zone are you? What time is it for you right now?
Me?
Yeah.
It is 1
It's
1
yes,
p.m.
1:16 in the morning. I'm the same as Alex and Dan.
So 11 for you is 10 p.m. for me.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's fine. We can do it next week at 10. I'm
Okay.
fine with that.
Cool. And we'll wrap this up, and that way, like I said, Jeff and Sean can jump in without having to miss.
And if you guys want to pick up to start getting things running and get the preliminaries out of the way about 10:30 or so, you can do that, and then I'll just jump in when I get home, because I'll be home sometime between 10:30 and 11, more than likely.
Yeah, we spend about a good 15, 20 minutes just messing around anyway in the beginning. So
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you guys want to get on and start getting everything rolled up and the maps out and everything, about 10:30 or so, by the time I get there, we should be ready to go.
Cool, cool.
all right, guys, awesome.
So see you next week. I really enjoyed using more of my herbalist skills today.
Well, it's about to come in pretty handy here in a little bit, along with Derek's map skills.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'll have my day to shine.
Well,
All right, guys. I'll
I
talk
don't-
to you guys
I
later.
don't
Anyways,
shine.
see
I
you
work
later.
in shadows.
I have a very deadly left hook.
Oh, yeah.
The pun
yeah.
hurts.
Oh, it hurts so bad.
That was pretty bad. All right, guys. Later.
See ya.